New always talking shit show.
Yo,
What's good? What's good?
it's your boy Doc on.
It's your boy Akeem Magic.
Back in tune with another episode of the Always Talking Shit Show.
Podcast. It's been an eventful week, bro.
To say the least. Celebrated 100 episodes last episode.
Shout out to that. Shout out to that.
101.
Episode 101.
101. So I guess technically
Three
this is
digits.
Season 2.
Right, fuck it. Season 2.
You know,
Like,
episode 1, season 2.
That's
Episode 101.
100 show episodes, nigga.
I
That'd be
get
crazy.
100 so seasons, bruh.
Crazy.
Right.
But yeah, man, we got to get to it, bro. Because you hit me. Matter of fact, bro, I was mid-argument. When you hit me, it's like, bro, I ain't trying to hate on dude. But some fuckity fuck shit is going on. Now,
For sure.
damn, shout out to the algorithms. We was doing good. That was me, my fault. Anyways,
Over here paying attention to the
Canelo
other shit.
Alvarez. Come
Right.
to the table, sir. And all those Canelo fans that used to get, oh, you don't know boxing. No, Akeem, you don't know boxing.
No, most Canelo fans are just casual boxing fans who only watch Canelo.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. What I'm starting to realize is most Canelo fans, nigga, are black American haters. Let's talk about it.
That could be true as well.
Let's talk about it. Canelo isn't Canelo without Floyd saying, hey, this motherfucker got, some pop to him and, he's a rising star.
Do you
Let me
know
give him a shot.
Somebody had the argument with me that that's not how his career popped off and it would be in the same place had he not fought Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, let's take the Floyd fight out of it.
He's not where the nigga, you don't even get purses the same way, nigga. And
Like,
you ducked
That's what made him visible to all the, casual Floyd fans.
you ducked Spence at a catch weight of 164, 55 million. And then niggas gonna, well, he can't go down to that weight. Why can't he? Wasn't he going to his 5th weight class with this championship?
Bro, he can go.
So 5 weight classes down, that's 160.
And if we talking traditional boxing, nigga, it's the same weight class.
Right.
Remember, they made up all these weight classes
All these
for
extra
y'all.
ones, yeah. So you have all these extra fighters and shit. All these extra
168
champions.
was the same thing as a 174 back in the day.
And don't
Muhammad
you ain't
Ali
gonna
was
sit
rarely
here-
ever the bigger dude.
You ain't gonna sit here and tell me either that Spence wouldn't come to 168 and beat the shit out of him anyway.
Bro, after what I've seen, well, I've already known this, but after what I've seen on display,
Like you just saw what Bivol did to this nigga. Shout out to Demetrius Bivol though, or
Shout out to
Demetrius,
Russell.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed you whooping his ass.
fam.
I enjoyed watching every.
And that's what I'm
minute
glad you said it
of
like
you
that.
put hands on
Because
this
don't
boy.
make no mistake about it. There was an ass whooping.
The
given out.
reason that it was 115, 113, 112 is because almost some fuckery happened, but they knew they couldn't get it off. They knew with
No, he didn't do it good. He didn't do what he needed to do. Like when you cheat, when you throw the fight,
yeah,
when the judges is in, you got to make it
you
controversial.
still got it right. You still got to
You
do
still,
something.
if you ain't throwing no punches, you just getting
Mopped.
popped, nigga.
That nigga was
And arm punching. We got to talk about the arm punches.
right.
Because when he beat Kovalev, whatever, they were saying the same thing. Oh, he's. Let me. Oh, you know this one. Heavy. Oh, he went up to heavyweight class and dominated him. Then I go back
Kovalev
up.
was old.
But still, not even that. I watched the fight. Dog, I'm still convinced that he took somewhat of a pay. But, whatever. I'm not going to put that out there. He went out there and fought, and Canelo beat him. But if you go back and watch that fight, he tried to do the same thing this fight, where he got, he looked like he boxing and just did a number on the arms. And they were scoring it as points, which, they don't score those as points. So, it's controversial in itself. What Dimitri Bivol said that when he was doing his research, he was studying Canelo, he noticed that. And he was like, oh, they score that. And he was worried about it coming in, he's just going to beat my arms to death. But now I'm a boxer, nigga. I'll take those punches in the arm, fam. Right. You're not hitting my face, my chest, my stomach, my ribs, nigga. You're just flailing at my arm, nigga, and then trying to force an uppercut between my motherfucking high guard. And Canelo's a bum, man. I don't care what nobody say.
Nah,
That's just
I'm
proof
not-
that in
I'm
this
not-
country, I know you don't feel that way. I'm speaking for myself.
Canelo is I'm not saying he don't.
Because it's just proof that, like, in our society, dog, in our country, they can make kings. Right. There's king makers. Anybody with a non-biased heart that's ever seen Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford fight. See, the media is doing him a favor by talking all that Benavidez shit.
Right.
Nigga, Crawford knocked Benavidez ass out. I don't care. You was in the ring. And I don't think that if you was a year removed from your knee surgery or 2 years removed instead of 1, you would have did better against Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford was obviously the better fighter, nigga. Like, you was probably his toughest fight, though. He had never been in there, in my opinion, with a dog like you, but he beat you in impressive fashion. Like, he knocked you out. Mm-hmm. They trying to act like, nigga, it would, I don't know, him and Canelo and Crawford, that'd be, Crawford will dog walk.
Oh, Canelo, hell.
Saul Canelo.
Cause
all this weight division shit, we gonna stop acting like nigga Errol Spence walks around at 147.
Because he really don't. That's a big boy.
He's just like him and Canelo are probably the same size in their natural weight. And that's the thing about all these dudes. Like, boxers that fight at 135 walk around at 150, damn near 160. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? They train, they cut weight.
Yeah, Gervonta doesn't walk around at 130 something. That nigga's 150 pounds.
Oh, you could tell the natural size guys like that because they don't usually have the power.
Yeah. Yeah, that nigga's knocking you the fuck out.
Floyd wasn't bigger than nobody, nigga. Nope. Floyd didn't just get little and tiny now. Go look at motherfucking Cotto, nigga, right now, just on the street.
Right. The nigga ain't little.
Go look at all them fighters.
Shane
Mosley, Oscar. Nigga, go look at the nigga. Floyd's smaller than these dudes naturally. Canelo had him by like 30, 40 pounds.
And God, mollywopped.
I was trying to make sure it was lit. My bad. That's one. Shit keep going out.
Got it.
Here. Oh. But, like, it's the argument. Like, niggas is arguing with me, blowing me up, bro. He dared to be great. Well, what did Floyd do when he fought Canelo?
What does that mean, dared to be great?
Nigga,
and so did Bivol, nigga.
I'm almost 40. Bivol, I'm almost 40. Right. I'm on my way out. I'm chasing this perfect record. Here's a game prospect that everybody's saying is the next big thing, and he's knocking motherfuckers out. Man damn near weighs naturally 40 pounds more than me. Right. I fight him at a catch weight. Nigga, what did Floyd come in at, like maybe 150, 140 at 9 or something like that? He ain't come in nothing crazy. And dog walked you from the start, dog. He stood in the middle flat-footed, nigga, outboxed you, and was walking you down by the second round, wailing on you. I'm like, bro, it don't take a rocket science. Floyd has brittle hands due to fucking severe injuries and was never supposed to fight this long. If Errol Spence is able to hit you the way Floyd and the way Bivol and all these motherfuckers is hitting you, you going to sleep, fam. Because you've been hurt before and you've won like 4 extremely close fights where it could have went anyway. And then you won like 3 extremely controversial fights where everybody felt like, no, you got your ass whooped, nigga, and they gave it to you. And all we got to do is go to the Floyd Mayweather fight where you were on one card, they had you winning. Jesus Christ. That woman is never able to fucking score a boxing match in the history of the sport in any nation because of that card. And if we talk about staying on code on this podcast, nigga, that was just them motherfuckers. I was just a Latin lady staying on code. Yeah. Like, I don't care if I see Floyd beating the fuck out of this Mexican guy. I'm Mexican. He's Mexican.
I gotta
he
vote.
won.
I gotta. And
get
that's
that
the thing.
Shit out of boxing,
with the
man.
nigga on there who said, niggas on there arguing about like, oh, well, that's not a reputable source because he didn't talk about this. I was like, when I said stop moving the goalposts, nigga, I just told you a reputable source that showed you this nigga turned down fighting motherfucking Spence at 164.
But you see how he tried to act like I just didn't get it. Like, no, see what you're talking about is you're saying what they told you, nigga.
I know the two fight
deal. We're talking
with
about
Benavidez
what was
Charlo.
reported,
nigga,
my nigga.
You talking? That's why I didn't entertain that part of the conversation.
And that was a new deal. The Earl Spence shit is old. That's not recent.
Before he kept going up all these weights.
Yeah, he was running from that. Like, bro, let me get up out of here. They used to try to act like Floyd ducked Terrence Crawford and Keith Thurman when it's just like, nigga, he's like 13 years older than them and he's on his way out the sport and they're up and coming. It makes no sense for him to fight them unless he's just trying to give them a bone, because if he beats them, You get no credit, really, nigga. They was young. They was game, like they did with Canelo, even though Canelo had fought 44 fights and Floyd finished at 50. Right? So he was definitely, nigga, not no game prospect, but they'll switch it. And as a black American fighter, you don't want to take that O from them. That ain't fair for all the black fighters, nigga, that have to fight each other and take each other's O's. While you motherfucking non-black fighters in America get to run around and fight tomato cans, nigga.
Well, that's okay, because he's got 2. His stock is done. He gonna take a real trash can fight this next one.
He got 2 officially. I don't know no Canelo fan that doesn't agree that I don't know if he beat Austin Trout.
Right.
I don't know if he beat it's a couple of I don't know if he beat Triple G on that first one.
Yeah, them Triple G fights was.
So now it's like you know what I'm saying?
And then everybody's like, well, he went to a vegan diet. And I know vegan motherfuckers that'll knock you the fuck out.
So did Colin Kaepernick, nigga. So did Chris Paul.
Like,
see what Chris Paul's doing?
I don't want to hear that. Nigga, rhinos run off all plant diets. Nigga, a rhino will fuck you up, nigga.
So do all animals. Nigga, so what are you talking about? Like, so do well, not all, but like, so do thoroughbreds, nigga.
I'm just talking about like some of the biggest, and nigga, elephant isn't all herb plant vegan diet and will fuck you up, nigga. The strongest one, it's not the strongest animal on the planet, nigga. On that walks the earth, nigga, is an elephant.
Right.
And that's a plant eater, nigga. So you telling me because you went vegan? Nah.
No, you're not telling me that. You're not getting that off. It's a
You're
reason why.
not, dog.
It's a reason why
You're not
athletes
getting that
around
off
the
at
world
all.
are going vegan. Nigga, the heaviest, the strongest man in the world. He said it. He was like, man, you know, I was reaching my plateau. I was breaking down. And I felt like age-wise, you know, I still had it. Mentally, I still had it. He said, I knew my body was failing me. He went vegan and won like 4 more competitions, bro. And became like the GOAT of the shit. Like, no meat. So it's I mean, shit. I'm not eating meat right now, currently, so.
Yeah, you ain't over here withering away. Nigga still got, I ain't gonna call a nigga fat, still got a gut.
Right.
Like, nigga ain't over here.
Like, nigga, like, I'm straight.
Right.
Feeling stronger than ever.
Right, nigga still
Getting back
still
lean
go
and
to
shit.
the gym and lift weights.
Nigga, I just started going to the gym, nigga, after about some months of being vegan pretty much. Because it was like, shit, nigga, I got energy. I want to go, I'm about to go work out. I ain't felt like that, nigga, in years. Dog, I don't be hooping. I'm just in the gym, work out real quick, go home. I'll be feeling like I'll pull over like the park, like, let me go run a mile real quick. Like, just shit that I never had the energy to do. You know what I mean? Like, just, and I ain't, you know, I can't say it's just because I'm not eating meat, but whatever they put in that bull, nigga, to keep it docile from fucking them up on the farm, nigga, ain't getting into me.
Right. And all that organically fed and all that shit, okay.
Yeah.
You believe that if you want to.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I got some diamonds at the house I want to sell you.
Right. Fucking oceanfront property.
Well, nigga, we can't see that.
In motherfucking
There's
Idaho.
no proof of that. We don't even know. Do you even know a farmer? Like, that's another thing.
Nope. I don't know not one.
I wish I did.
I don't know a farmer or one person that's going to be a farmer that could even give me the inside track of anything, nigga.
And that's the thing, bro. Like, we got to get back to our ancestors or ways of, like, plucking the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no reason. Like, you think about it. You really could. Mm-hmm. You can grow fruits and veggies and shit. Now you cut it down to just, I'm playing Russian roulette with the meat that I buy. But you know how to look at some meat and be like, okay, that looks decent. That looks normal.
That look like
See,
that
and
clone
we're of an
meat.
age group where you know chicken ain't supposed to, nigga, be built like Mike Tyson.
That's
So
why.
it's
That's
like-
why I don't be fucking with churches like that.
Shit's strong as fuck, nigga.
Church's chicken drumsticks be this long and the top of it be that. Nigga, ain't no chicken. That's a chicken that tall. Breast this. Look at the chicken's like
Shit
this
looking like a
tall,
turkey
nigga.
drum, nigga. In a box with regular chicken. Like, man, fuck out of here.
Nigga, you might see a turkey or chicken that tall.
I don't fuck with none of that shit no more, dog, because I got to the point where I'm like, nigga, none of these niggas fry chicken better than anybody in my family. They're selling me my culture back, and it's whitewashed, and it's not healthy.
Yeah, Popeye's chicken, Louisiana. Yeah,
Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right, y'all can have that. That's like it's really like a Mexican family nigga eating Taco Bell every night.
I've had real Louisiana chicken.
I'm just saying, that's like a Mexican
Like-
family eating Taco Bell and calling it nigga Mexican food. Like nigga, no, it's not.
Right.
Ain't no Mexican person gonna go to Taco Bell and be like, oh yeah, it's one
You
of my
don't
favorite.
see-
It's
that's
one of
why-
my favorite Mexican restaurants. No,
You
it's
don't
not.
see real Asian people eating at Panda Express, nigga.
I hardly ever see
That
Asian
ain't-
people eat
niggas
that. And I'm not
gonna-
saying
niggas-
Asian people don't eat at Panda
I'm just
Express.
saying,
They might, but that shit is like McDonald's to them. Like it's like a
No, because
it's
a
treat.
lot of that
it's
shit,
like junk food.
a lot of that shit that they serve there is not shit that's not their culture. Orange chicken is American, nigga.
No, I understand that. That's what I'm saying. It's the same category as Taco Bell. It's culture vulturism. It's exploitation of something.
I'm about to check who owned Panda Express. I bet it ain't. And I'll be surprised if it is. My bad if it is.
What?
Asian person.
Well, still, that don't change it. Well, I wouldn't really change your point.
Right.
Because a lot of people that make soul food restaurants that's black, they sometimes, and depending on the area that they are, you can tell they're trying to make it more custom for everybody. They're not making like a. But if you go to Mississippi and go to a soul food restaurant, they don't give a fuck if you're not comfortable in there with the culture.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I apologize. It definitely is the Panda Group, and they all Asian.
But what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
but what does that mean?
Right.
Because they put a black woman on Popeyes commercials all the time too. Like, what does that mean,
Yeah,
really,
what was
nigga?
Popeyes?
Nigga, a white person. Ain't no black person on. Don't no black people on it. So think about that. That's black culture. That's black American culture that they're selling on TV at Popeyes.
And churches. Nigga.
Churches, all that
The
shit.
churches
KFC,
don't even have
nigga,
commercials.
KFC, all that.
Restaurant Brands International, so it's definitely white folks.
So it's a corporation now, but I'm just saying look, this is not picking on any culture, but when you're not from a culture, you could look at that culture and see dollar signs in places that a member of that culture wouldn't necessarily think to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, America's funny like that. It could be like Buddhist bracelets will be in style.
Everybody have a Buddhist bracelet.
So everybody wants a Buddhist bracelet. So if you're just a Buddhist that makes bracelets,
Right.
now it's just like, damn.
Or nigga,
Everybody want one of
when
these,
everybody
nigga, like,
wanted
I'm pushing these out.
a Buddha in their house. Nigga. But yeah.
But you could buy those from Oriental like entities.
niggas
What I'm
is
talking
picking-
about is like shit that you got to go into the culture to get. Oh yeah. You feel me? Like, you remember them like Chinese shoes niggas was wearing in the 80s and shit? Like, forgive me for being
like the
culturally
the
ignorant.
Foot Clan.
Yeah, but
and
but
teenagers.
so culturally to people from Asia that was going back and forth from New York, nigga, that was just slippers.
Yeah, that's house shoes. That's what they
Those
put
are
on.
just slippers.
That's
bro.
what they put on because they don't wear their shoes in the house.
It's just slippers, right? So now I'm coming back home where I'm struggling to make it in this capitalistic society, right? I'm underprivileged. You don't think that I'm about to bring a couple suitcases, nigga, these fucking slippers that we discard in our culture
And get them off.
and get these motherfuckers off to all these these African American and Puerto Rican kids in New York
At a
that like
premium.
Bruce Lee movies and want to fucking
Yeah.
some Chinese slippers. That's what they calling them. It's no different than when black girls realized white girls would pay them to braid their hair. Like, what? You pay me what to do what?
Bitch, come.
But black people with our culture, we're so giving and sharing. A lot of black women just taught their non-black friends how to braid hair.
Right.
And guess what a lot of them did?
Started business.
Started
braiding
charging
hair.
people to braid their hair. Like, that's just, it's cold. That's what niggas do. That's what people do. Like, when you're not from a girl, like, oh, this shit, man, niggas will buy these back home.
But yeah, back to the land the whole plane. Canelo, I feel like you're a rap, but
Oh, yeah.
who you gonna fight next? You can't. I don't feel like Canelo could beat Kel. Has he fought Kel Brooks? I
Nah.
don't feel like he could beat Kel Brooks if Brooks decided to keep fighting.
But even then, that'll be right on par with the type of people he fight.
But nah, cause Kel Brooks ain't no trash can. Kel Brooks
But Kel
had
Brooks
problems.
is old and it's already
Yeah,
been
you're
severe.
right.
Nigga, Errol Spence
Broke
took
the
his
other
eye.
side of his face. No, cause the one side was already plated. He broke the other side, nigga.
And now you want me
Yeah,
to,
you
and
can't-
Canelo is a hard puncher.
Yeah, I'm not.
But
I'm
we
not
don't.
getting
But
punched.
but he has signs of being not a natural hard puncher. When you do steroids and when you cheat the system, you throw hard punches in spurts. You don't have the stamina, nigga, to just land hard punches all night.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
And that's what old boy said after the fight. He was just like, yeah, man, like.
Eventually, he just wasn't doing shit. But
Once if he fights him at 68, that's why Canelo's saying that he might not want to do it no more. Because it's like, nigga. And he said, oh, I'm the A side now, nigga. I want your belts.
He's going to. And the other thing is, Bivol is going to be stronger at 168.
Man, first off,
because Bivol's a natural puncher. And he's natural power.
Hold that logic and science.
Right.
You're a boxer, I'm a boxer. Fuck it. We two rappers, nigga. And you we battle in your city and I win.
Right.
Next battle you want a rematch. It's in my city. And you don't want to come? Fuck you mean you don't want to come? Nigga, you should be itching to come to Detroit, nigga, or to Reno, wherever the fuck I'm at.
Right.
I'm finding Doc. I gotta get that boy.
Get back.
I want to beat you in front of your people like you just embarrassed me in front of my people.
Yeah, because
now
he don't want
take
to
that
lose
to
all
physical
those
combat.
belts, nigga.
We can go to basketball, but now let's take that to physical combat. Like we were physically fighting, and I beat you. And because you were the A side, you did some whole shit. You underpaid me. Mm-hmm. You took $15 million to fight me instead of $55 to fight old boy. Instead of damn near $100 to fight the other two cats. You didn't even have to gain weight to fight them.
Yeah, they're in your natural.
They in the division that you supposedly you're the undisputed king in, right? They did some trash cans. So you just defending the kingdom, nigga. You supposed to like line them up, nigga. I ain't beat you yet. You know what the real champion does? You see what Kamaru Usman said? I want to lap these dudes. Mm-hmm. I want to beat everybody twice, nigga. So you know it wasn't Fugazi, and that's what he's trying to do. Line them back up. Everybody I just beat to be the champion, put them back in rotation, Dana. Ain't no fluke here.
So when I leave here, ain't nobody can say.
So when I leave the champ, you niggas know. Oh yeah, he different.
He beat everybody.
He beat us
twice.
Twice, nigga.
Undeniably beat us twice.
I got chills when I heard Kamaru Usman tell Dana that.
Yeah.
No, I was like, oh, that's some real champion shit.
And Spence is a real fucking champion.
Line them up. I don't need no tune-up.
Everybody.
I just almost died in a car accident. Y'all seen my body get ejected. Nigga, they said I'll never walk again, talk again. Got to get new teeth, all that. Hey. That world champion over there, line him up.
And
I don't need no tune-up.
I can't get over Spence's demeanor in that ring every time he comes off that fucking bench.
He's a dog.
He sits on the bench the same way. He just looking around, checking. And he don't even look at the nigga. He ain't even worried. And that's the fucked up part. That's the cold part about him. He ain't even worried about you on your stand. He looking at his dad. He looking at the crowd, what's going on. Thinking about what he about to beat you up with in this round. Get off the bench. Still, and most of the time he knows he's beating you up, and you'll never. His poker face is so cold.
What about when a world champion legally cheap shots you? Because he knows he's losing the fight. He knows what it is, and it's like, yo, I got this nigga fucked up and went for his mouthpiece, nigga.
Oh yeah.
And takes off on you.
Eat both of them.
Sends you nigga to the fucking ropes.
Mm-hmm.
And nigga, he still was hesitant to pounce on you because he knows what that feel like. See, everybody else don't know what that feel like. Yeah, get in there with him, but he's hitting me back, and them shits hurt. That's what everybody be saying about Floyd. Oh, you got to crowd him. Nigga, Floyd fights in the middle, nigga, and them little tight, stinging, accurate-ass joints. Nigga, them shits, even if they don't hurt you, they're annoying. No. And it's just like, nigga, let me get out of here.
They don't hurt at the beginning.
They add up. Look, what I would like to say about that is a professional fighter is hitting you, that shit hurts to us. To a boxer, you can take those. Mm-hmm. A nigga playing in the post in the NBA can take a couple elbows before he hurt.
But eventually.
No, dude walking on the street, nigga, is going to be fucked up. Nigga, the first time Shaq drop his shoulder on him and be like, nigga.
But anybody tell you guarding Shaq, if you in the game, you might be in the game the whole, nigga, fourth quarter. He's doing this to you the whole time.
He's different.
It's not going.
So what I'm saying to that, to say to this is that, like,
Spencer's
when we say it doesn't hurt, it's subjective. But what I'm saying, anytime you're getting punched in your fucking eye and you need to see because you're trying to punch somebody, or when you go to punch, nigga, you getting punched in your rib and now you can't breathe for 30 seconds.
Think about punching.
Nigga, and then you punch. You get one punch off, but while you get that punch off and land on him,
3 more.
He hits you in your kidney and now your legs is kind of, nigga, gone and shit. But you're a pro, so you know how to deal with all that. But when you in there, nigga, for that round and where you supposed to be beating this little dude up and he's giving you all that, and you get back to the stool and they're like, yo, no, you got to crowd him. You got to get in there. And you looking at them like, yo, fam, you not feeling what I'm feeling. And you're a professional fighter. You're not going to get in there, yo, man, this motherfucker's hitting me hard. This shit hurt. No. See, Conor McGregor thought he was tougher than Floyd. Floyd was walking him down and didn't knock him out on purpose because he's a good businessman. And Floyd was already thinking about fight number 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I knock him out, nigga, ain't nobody gonna come buy this shit, nigga. Like, he's already looking at it like that. So Floyd ain't even really trying to knock. Floyd go in there, do what he do, and you can see it. Conor was out on his feet, nigga, and they saved him from being embarrassed.
Cause he's gonna go through them ropes or something, nigga. It was
gonna be an ugly fall. Like you was out of it, bro. You had snot all in your nose.
Yo, UFC career would have been in jeopardy.
Right, it would have perfected so what he said. So look, dog, if you go look at that interview when Conor makes it from the ring to the back where his dressing room is. That's where the honesty is.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you're not.
When he
kept telling his boy because they kind of walking with him because he's like, fuck, Mike. He's like, that motherfucker changed fighting. He changed 4 times. He said, man, he fought me different 4 times in that fight. Now, one thing I will say is Conor is an excellent martial artist, fam. Mm-hmm. He does understand striking and counter striking with the best of them. So for him, the martial artist to be like, yo, I was sleeping. This motherfucker's a genius. Like he was saying that before. He was like, man, he almost had him. Like he really believed that he was in the fight. Like, nigga, he was just out of it. And then afterwards, now you snap back in the corner and was like, oh, he barely hit. You know, it didn't hurt me. They stopped the fight, all that type of shit. Yeah, it don't matter what you say now. You already got your 120.
Up, nigga, yeah.
You already got your 120 in a sport that, as the draw of the sport, you could only command $3.5 million per fight.
Yeah.
Which not only I'll take it, but if we was getting at a pod, nigga, I ain't complaining.
Yeah.
But to do what they do, and you getting that, and you know that fight grossed billions of dollars every time, and you see the owner and Dana and them getting richer and richer, you're gonna look at it different. And one thing I always get,
Conor, the shares of the company become billionaires.
Conor made a boss move when he was like, yo, I'm gonna go holler at Dana, and he basically at first because Dana was like, man, yeah, you're gonna fight Floyd, fuck out of here. But it was just like, no, Floyd's my people talk to him. It'd be like, we gonna do this fight. I need you to let me do it because, nigga, you own me, basically. Nigga, like, I can't fight if you don't let me fight. But that's why Dana got paid more than he did. Conor didn't have a promotion company.
Dana White is a
pimp. Conor didn't have none of that. But you see after doing business with Floyd, nigga, what happened? What happened, nigga? Yeah. Now, nigga, when he fights, nigga, you see his shit. And then he got his little Irish whiskey, and he don't really need fighting. And that's why he keep going in there getting his ass whooped because his pride and his mind is like, I'm a fighter. What Floyd did, the greatest thing that Floyd did wasn't not lose, nigga. It was like you did that 50 times when you were that rich in a sport. Dog, remember how Mike Tyson was the god and Mike Tyson had got up to like a couple $100 million? Nigga, Floyd, halfway through his career, was already like peaking at a bill. Like, you know, he made a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And so it was just like people, oh, nigga, he cares about, they overemphasize that. Oh, he's all about money and material shit.
No, he's not, because how you be all about money and material shit, but you win every fight? You train your fucking ass off for every fight, and nigga, come on,
but
bro.
Keep an 8-pack year-round.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas.
And don't drink.
In Las Vegas.
Yeah, when you go to the bar and buy it out, it's for your homies. You get VIP for the homies.
In Las Vegas. You live in Las Vegas as one of the richer entertainers in the world.
Did you see that video
where
in
Vegas.
He came out the club and forgot he drove?
Yeah. That Bugatti shit that he had.
$1 million car, niggas.
$2 billion. $2 billion car.
$2 million Bugatti.
I mean, excuse me, $2 million car.
God.
Yeah.
He drove it to the club. And he don't drink. That's just money. Like, you're like, nigga, I don't.
You see when they got him in that shit was clean. He got in there and just like drove. But this is the thing, dog. Like, I know growing up back and forth between here and going to Reno and shit, like, Floyd would train, and especially before his celebrity got really crazy. But, man, it would be nothing to see Floyd running. It'd be nothing to see him running. Like, you be driving somewhere, you could see him in his, you out running. Like, dog, this nigga was, the work ethic. And see, he's reached down to that younger generation of black fighters to where they don't really rely on their athletic abilities the way certain guys used to. Like, okay, out of camp, I'm doing cocaine, I'm smoking weed, I'm partying at the Playboy Mansion.
None of that shit.
And then, but see what
he go out.
But look at the blueprint of Floyd. Now you look at the Terrence Crawfords and stuff like that. Nigga, they was all getting at Earl because Earl drank. Mm-hmm. Earl wasn't like an alcoholic like they tried to make him. But he would be drinking. He would go and kick it and stuff like that and party with his friends. And so he even refocused and cleaned that up, which is their worst nightmare.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But if you look at like a Bud Crawford or Shakur or what I'm saying,
do nothing.
Haney, these cats live like Floyd do. They're like clean.
Mm-hmm.
They don't be they out in the limelight. They got jewelry. They look like rappers when they out because they Black Americans, nigga. That's our culture. But they don't. And I think a lot of times these other trainers from other cultures and these other fighters from other cultures, they come from a culture where poor is to be humble.
Right.
And we not that.
No.
We come from an unhumble ancestry.
Poor is to get rich and get your people out of poverty and ball out.
In our culture, yeah,
You know
poor
what
is
I'm
nigga, poor is to buy your freedom.
Right.
And all that encompasses, you know what I'm saying? So, and we're naturally flashy, even before being poor. It doesn't mean that we're not economically sound.
Right.
Look at the numbers. Check the numbers. Y'all gonna stop getting at us like that. We generate top dollars in every entity. But what I'm saying is it's okay for cultures to be different. But if you look at a Canelo, nobody's going to say it, but Canelo be Gucci and fucking Louis the fuck the time up. Hey, that pink motherfucking
them shorts
AP that he had on, nigga, after the motherfucking fight.
Niggas
Hey,
don't
bro,
wanna
that's
talk
like
about
$1
them
million
shorts
watch.
Niggas don't talk about the shorts he had on. They got Dolce and
That's what I'm
Gabbana
saying.
fucking sponsorships.
Bro, that's what
on
I'm
and
saying.
shit.
Like, and
come on, nigga.
who's that blueprint?
Floyd Mayweather.
So who was the arch emesis of culture because of it?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who was always accused of, oh man, he doesn't work hard, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this, because even though it was obvious this man's work ethic and pedigree and grind, you still couldn't get over the fact this little black boy liked to buy expensive shit that you want, that you don't think that he deserves.
Because niggas definitely don't talk about Canelo in the.
No one
and
ever.
there's nothing wrong with that. Like
I'm not gonna stay on Canelo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about every fucking non-black athlete and fighter that drives Bugattis, wears fucking Cuban link diamonds like us, Rolexes, nigga, all the shit we wearing, they wearing, but only some of us got issues with, oh, they like the flash. It only comes up to like the critique of the profession with us, it seems like. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, Mom.
What's up, Mama Rose?
You get what I'm saying? Like, now you getting questioned about your work ethic that made us be introduced to you. That's made
clear
you
that
great,
I'm one of the
but
best.
now you not focused because you like that Rolex, or you wearing some Gucci sneakers, or you know what I'm saying? Like your frames, nigga, cost a little, like, but you making the money,
right?
But it's like
But
somewhere
they don't
culturally we're not supposed to do that. And then when we do make the money, go hide it. Don't show us. We don't want to know that you're living better than all of us.
Right.
Like, what did Dray? They mad at Draymond because Draymond was like, yeah, say what you want, motherfucker. Sometimes you're gonna be an asshole to me. You're gonna come to my job and talk shit and be an asshole to me. I'm gonna flip you off. Guess what? They gonna find me for it, and y'all cheering. Y'all think y'all cheering because they gonna find me $20K? I make $21 million this season. Now they mad at him. Now he's, that's not classy.
I damn near make $21K every time I dribble the ball.
No one says that Jeff Bezos is stunting on us, nigga, when he be stunting on us.
Oh, yeah, Jeff Bezos about to knock out a whole fucking bridge in the city to get his fucking yacht in the
what's
water.
old boy name that just bought Twitter?
Elon.
So Elon could just, nigga,
buy Twitter $43 billion.
And do it in a
savage way.
A pop your collar ass rapper way. Like I mean, you know what?
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like Elon loves our culture.
I don't even care. I'm not even judging that. But what I'm saying is that, like, the absence of critique,
right,
when you're doing things that can be perceived as arrogant and affluent.
Yeah, I know. I see what you're saying.
It's just like, you're not gonna tell me that Jay-Z and Beyonce, nigga, are so rich and snooty. Like, nigga, you know, they in rooms where they not the richest people. A lot of the times. Right. Because they've ascended past the rooms where they're the richest people, trying to move up, trying to push doors. You can say that about everybody across the board. Like, nigga, just listen to how the motherfuckers talk about Oprah's money. And her audacity.
Who got more money than her.
And her audacity.
Right.
They don't be talking about Elon Musk like that. Like, if Oprah did that to, like, a company, I guarantee you, bro, like, they would attack the shit out of her.
Bill Cosby.
Dog.
Wanted to buy NBC. What happened?
Man, you can't buy that.
Right.
we're gonna do this, that, and the third.
But let's
deter you
but,
from buying
okay,
that.
but could a white because not Seinfeld?
It'll be celebrated if Jerry Seinfeld and somebody else. Let Seinfeld and somebody else decide they want to try to buy an NFL team, and watch how the American public be like, yeah, they should do it. He'll be great for the company. Like, it's Jerry Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
Oprah's tried to buy a team twice.
It has the money to do it.
Floyd has tried to buy a team. Like, nigga, a couple of Magic
It had the
Johnson is
money
trying to buy a team in
it
the
had
NFL.
the money to do it outright.
Like,
at the times that she wanted to buy it, she wouldn't even have had to need
So-
no type of.
well, Floyd had put together some money to buy the Clippers. They upped the price by $1 billion. See, in certain worlds that we live in, that's illegal to do in business. No, this is the market. This is the price that it was set for. I'm here to make and now you push it up a bit. That's not legal.
Raising the goalpost.
But when you're coming out of the ashes, bro, you're not supposed to not know that, and who's going to fight for you. Because everybody on this side don't even want you in this club.
Mad that there's even an option. Or
And
a lane
check
for you
this
to
out,
get
though.
here.
This is survival.
Right.
I don't even know if this is racist, because if I'm an old 70 to 80-year-old billionaire or third, fourth generation billionaire's kid that owns this team that can't relate to none of these players that make this business pop, I'm fearful of nigga Jay-Z getting a team. They all want to play for him.
Oh yeah. Oh nigga.
Think about this, fam. Do you want to go, like, because if you play for a pro team or something, you probably going to have to go to a couple of events you don't want to go to. Politically, right? Yeah. You want to be at the shit hosted at Jay-Z and Beyonce's house? Or Jerry Jones's house? And I'm a Cowboys fan.
I'm gonna be honest, nigga. I'm never going to Jerry Jones's house.
Fam, they can own the fucking 49ers, and I'm a Cowboys fan. I want to go to that party.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing against Jerry Jones and them.
Right.
But I don't want to come into your house feeling fucking awkward because I know that you don't really like have, you know what I'm saying? That I know why I'm here and accepted here. Mm-hmm. And everybody that speaks to me, that thing is there. All these attorneys, these political figures, these people aren't talking to me and going out their way to meet me. But now that I'm at Jerry's house, they're not going to talk to me as an equal. Like, I'm a thing to them. You're that running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that it's just different, fam. I can't let my tie out and kick it there. I don't really
kick my feet up on your table.
When y'all play the music, you might even have a famous DJ playing some like urban shit. It ain't the same.
Nope.
Shit, nigga, Hov and them gonna cater that shit to the culture. Mm-hmm. And I'm from the culture, so I might want to be a running back on that team. Hey, I ain't got to worry about getting fined for my team for kneeling if that dude's the owner. You got us motherfucking pushing patriotism. You got us marketing to young poor kids to join the military. You got us marketing Cancer Society, all type of big money, social, political shit. The hell you mean these young kids in their 20s can't kneel because people that look like them keep getting murdered unjustly by the people that's sworn to protect them.
Right.
They say use your platform. Hey, don't do that while you're in college. Just calm down. When you go pro, you'll have a bigger platform. You can reach more people. Mm-hmm. Okay. Some of those kids, LeBron, listen to y'all. Y'all didn't know LeBron was this political when he was in high school. He didn't go to college, so it was no professor that persuaded him this way. Same influences. He just got rich and was able to travel and understand how America truly works. You understand? Like, so now I'm calling the shots because this is what really matters. Hey, you poor people, go chase that degree that's gonna systematically put you in debt.
60,000 in debt for you ever even
because
$100.
that don't really matter to them. Trust me, they got motherfuckers brokering deals that can't read a book. You understand? We got motherfuckers in Congress that don't honestly know how the government works. Where's the test, the liquid test, where do we know? How do we know that Marjorie Taylor Greene knows the Constitution and it honors it? Like, Some of these motherfuckers is doing shit that's unconstitutional, and like you can look at them and tell. I don't even think they know that this. I think they really believe that this. How do you get these cuckoo ideas? You know what the fucking Congress is. You know the rules that are set. You know the boundaries that you can push, right? So the best thing Americans can have is that we hold the letter of the law to be true, right? Mm-hmm. So what happens when you get somebody that's there for ancillary reasons? They're popular. They said the right racist shit. The right president, and they can pick them out. So now they're there. They played football, right? They were a celebrity of some sort, right? They was in a good movie or two. All these people, now they in politics now because they rich and we like them. They don't know shit about governing our government. And you wonder why they coming up with these cuckoo-ass ideas. And you're like, man, aren't these like supposedly like the smartest and brightest of us? Like, how do they not understand that we need this bill passed? How do they not, why would they not do this? Or why are they doing that? Why is this legal and this not legal? Yeah, because all the smart fucking people are working for dummies, are rich kids. All the people that have grown up in environments where they've had to master critical thinking and analytical skills. Hey, fam, you know if you go on that street, I know you ain't a gang member, but you live in this neighborhood on this side of the street.
Right.
You can be stubborn and, oh, I don't care. I don't subscribe to that. You might not make it home from school. It's shorter to walk that way. But take those extra 6 blocks, fam, and go to the friendly zone that you can get to the house safely. Now, you're going to get those kids from the neighborhood, fam, that don't want to hear that shit. My mom and dad said I can walk wherever I want to walk. And we seen what happened to some of them. God bless the ones that made it home. But the ones that made it home learned they ass, right? They got learned, didn't they? What they do? They took the long way with every fucking body else. And they go like, yeah, man, fuck that. Yeah, you right. Them niggas be tripping. Now, we can complain about this all we want to, but you first have to analyze it and adapt to it. Now, if you're dealing with people that all their lives have never been in situations to where they have to analyze really and adapt to anything of value in terms of life. Yeah, these kids don't like me. Or everybody has this type of phone, so I want this type of phone. Or all the kids that's cool in my car at my school drive this car. Mm-hmm. If those are the like things that you kind of picking and choosing as your young adulthood, and then someone paid for you to go wherever you decided to go, where you were accepted to go to college and live the adult experience, and now in 4 short years you're our congresswoman, our congressman. Yeah, America is in a bad place in terms of leadership. Yes, shit can't get done because you got rich kids in Congress right now that are there that have no business being there, that are there for very cynical reasons, and they're powerful. We got a man named Matt Gaetz that's literally being accused by the very government nigga that he helped runs of running a pedophile sex ring. This motherfucker's yelling at Akeem Jeffries, nigga, about the Build Back Better plan.
Right.
Bro, if you don't go take a timeout, they want Deshaun Watson to sit down and stay out the limelight for some shit that he said he ain't do.
And was
that 2 courts in 2 different states and counties cleared him of doing.
Federal court too, right?
I believe so. But take all that, put it to the side. Now they talking, oh, Deshaun Watson, he's definitely going to have to miss some games because, he has civil suits. A civil suit, now, I could be a millionaire driving my car and your kid dart out and I hit him on his bike. That's a civil suit. Mm-hmm. I wasn't doing nothing criminal. I wasn't speeding.
But
I could have been a little bit more cautious maybe, and I'm rich, so they're not going to fuck me. So because of that, I got a civil suit with you.
But Canelo can get caught with PEDs and don't got to miss a fight.
Hey, man, and that's right on par with them selecting and picking and choosing who these rules are for. But, dog, when you talking about running the government and your ass is accused by the same feds that said Tekashi did it, mm-hmm. the same feds that said R. Kelly did it, right? Or was it the feds? Nope, it wasn't even the feds, was it? That's neither here nor
Yeah,
there.
I think it
But
was.
the same feds that can point at said us, nigga, and be like, yeah, he did it. Same feds that said, nigga, Irv Gotti did it. And we all know he didn't do it. And they lost that case. Those feds. The alphabet boys that these rappers always warning you about. Those dudes said that this guy is transporting underage women for sexual favors and activity. There's a couple of rape cases, accusations, all that going on, right? It's one of those things like that we just got to stop back and start looking at it and challenging like the narrative and like asking ourselves, what does old media really do for people? Because they kind of work as a protective shield for this class of individuals that are basically excused criminals. We wonder why they're so soft on police that do crime. Hey, they said, take OJ. They said OJ had a relationship with the LAPD. They said LAPD officers would come there while he's having wild parties with illegal shit going on. It might get out of hand, some fights and all that type of shit. And they had a code. They knew, oh, make no arrest. You're going to OJ's house. At best, bring something to get an autograph and a picture. Now, with that type of celebrity power and chosen power, yeah, I probably can get high on a drug substance and beat up my wife.
Yeah,
and when the cops come, I give them that look like, nigga, you know who the fuck this is? You know who I pay? You know who I party with and hang out with? You know who I golf with? You just a runner for that. So you tuck your tail and boom. Now, I don't want to take this down to OJ shit because that could be another 2 hours. I'm not going there. I'm just saying that like that's something that these patterns of behavior lead to these pockets of privilege.
Oh, let's talk about
saying?
privilege real quick in the courtroom. This ain't got nothing to do with money because it's a white person to get a white person. But it's just crazy how this got off. You saw this bitch Amber Heard sniff coke right on the motherfucking stand, right?
What do you mean?
You didn't see the video of her sniffing coke on the stand in court?
So you're saying?
Not to put you out there like that, but we know.
Hold on. No, wait.
I'm gonna show you the video,
Okay.
and you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was actually.
But you telling me? I don't believe you.
Okay, look.
Before I look at that, let me get this clear.
She takes a little bump out of her pinky nail.
You're saying that this girl that's already crazy, she wild, got in court, on the stand, and
watch how cold she does it. Please tell me she didn't just take a whole bump of coke right there,
bro,
in the middle of court.
Hey, yo. See, the thing is, there's a lot of people that's not gonna catch that. We live in Las Vegas, Nevada. We live in Nevada. Like, she did the napkin trick. She put that thing in a napkin, act like she was going to blow her nose, and you can see her, like, you don't blow your nose and, like, I mean, I get you do if you get that Vicks joint. That Vicks joint be bomb.
But you've seen her.
And that, no, to me, it was her face afterwards.
Mm-hmm. She's
You seen her like. Hey fam, I already be saying Like, I think I even tweeted this. Like, so are we gonna really dissect white culture because of these two people are acting like idiots? Because that's what when like Chris Rock decides to or when Will slaps Chris Rock because they got an ongoing beef thing and shit. Like, I'm hearing non-black people like Jim Carrey and others like, you know, dive in these deep cultural things.
Jim
and why
Carrey
this
really
is,
had no reason
you know
to
what I'm
say
saying?
anything, nigga.
That's the dog. I'm looking at all the white
I'm a
male.
Jim Carrey
I'm looking
fan.
at
You
90%
shouldn't
of the
have
white
said
male entertainers that said something. Dog, these motherfuckers was asking Mel Gibson his opinion.
Wow.
So I just be like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, bro, what? Because we can take that back to boxing earlier. That's how they're framing this ass whooping as, oh, he went for greatness. I was like, bro, that's what y'all said when he lost to Floyd. Oh, he's striving for he went for greatness.
So is that going to be the asterisk next to his career? 5 losses. Always went for greatness.
It's dog, and you know what? This is the thing. I stay out of this. And I was talking to my one of my Latin brothers, man. But he was like, bro, you should talk about shit like that more. And I'd be like, nah, because I'm not Latin. But I will say this: there is a such thing as white Latinos, and I don't know where you like stand on that. And I'm not gonna speak for like my Latin brothers and sisters, but there is a thing there, right? So there's certain privileges Canelo's gets that ain't no other Mexican fighter gets. That's all I'm saying. Benavidez, when America and the world looks at Benavidez, they see a Mexican. Mm-hmm. They look and treat him as a Mexican. He's lived this life as a Mexican person and everything that it encompasses. There's certain privileges that I'm going to tell you that Saul Canelo has been afforded that the average Mexican in Mexico don't really have that.
Do you see what your what Mama Rose just wrote?
So yeah, shout out to Moms. She hitting us with some updates from the news. She said that according to the news, Elon Musk has just said that if he dies under mysterious circumstances, that it's the Russians that killed him. Now, shout out to Russia, because you know Russia fucks with us actually, and we fuck with y'all right back.
Do they fuck with us?
Russia fucks with us. But shout out to Russia, but I got to be real, Russia. Some of y'all bag, you know, when we say Russia, we ain't talking about Russians. It's like when we say America, we really ain't talking about Americans. When we say Mexico, we ain't talking about Mexicans. When we say China, we're not talking about Chinese people. Because we know as Americans in the so-called freest place on earth, we don't really control shit. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't control shit. They do what they want to do and make us pay for it. So I'm assuming it's that way or worse other places. It's Russia, to be fair, the Russian government is known for getting motherfuckers out of there with a little tampering, I'll say. You know what I'm saying? Our government does it different. What they'll do is they'll have somebody come work for me and Dre and knock us off. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll figure out a way to make us turn on each other and knock each other off. Or they'll make it seem like we've turned on each other and all my fans or people that side with me will be anti-him, and then all the people that side with him will be anti-me. And one of us will get knocked off, right? And then it will look like some what they call in this country nigga shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what they do to each other. They kill each other.
It'd be a nigga moment.
So now the most powerful dude in the neighborhood that can walk in the most gang-infected city in any neighborhood, no matter the color, with over $1 million worth of jewelry on him and $20,000 to $50,000 in his pants, he got killed by a kid he grew up with because he called him a snitch. And we're to believe this. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Mm-hmm. That's what they do. They want to. See, in our country, they say Lee Harvey Oswald killed Martin Luther King. Hey, and they'll even throw Russia in there. Like they'll throw another country. Like, oh yeah, and he was in Russia too. We have no proof of that, really. Like, only what they say.
Fucking hospital.
You know what I mean?
That killed Dr. Martin Luther King.
But then in 2013, 14, the United States government quietly settles with the King family for over $400 million. For why? For murdering their father. So when we say, Russia might get Elon Musk up out of here, I want any Russian person to know that is not a slight to Russians. That's not an accusation to Russian people. But y'all know, man, whether you like him or not, all our presidents, even if we vote for a guy, like I voted for Biden.
Yep.
Biden's a killer. And by the time his presidency is over, there'll be some shit that I read about that comes out that I'd be like, damn, that's some cold shit, man. I can't believe he did that.
I voted for this.
That's
nigga.
Realism. Like, I'm not one of those 90s Republicans that act like, Ronald Reagan was the greatest American. Like, relax, bro.
The devil.
Relax. He did some foul shit to Black America. You know what I mean? So when I say that, that's what we're kind of speaking to. I just want everybody to know that, we're never talking about the people. We understand that the people are the oppressed parties. Like, we don't have the power to make a Putin, a Biden, shit, or Obama, to be fair, anybody to do anything.
June ill.
Yeah, like we don't have no. I mean, think about how powerful Mitch McConnell is. Why is this man this powerful? He's had a hard-on for 20 years of taking women's reproductive rights.
And they just got it.
If you don't want the black revolutionary to stand on the inner city corners and tell young black people that you know why they're doing this, right? They want to keep this. They're trying to whiten up the nation. They want to do all. Some white people might hear that and say, oh, that sounds fucking asinine. Justify why every time there's a debate about a woman's rights to do something with her body.
It's white men having that conversation.
It's
old white men
white
having that
men
conversation.
Of the same party having that part. Like, bro, this ain't even bipartisan shit. Like, a lot of the shit that they screw us over on the low, be bipartisan.
This ain't a Democratic. Democrats don't worry about this.
I could honestly say, bro, Bernie Sanders do not wake up concerning himself with women's body parts, bro, in that way. Like, if anything, it's to protect their right to do what they want with it.
I got a whole ass question right now. It's popping my head. Kamala Harris is the vice president, right?
That's what they tell us.
She is a woman, right?
That she's definitely a woman.
She's I don't know her race exactly, but she's a colored woman, right?
Yeah, she's a woman
of color, right?
That's what they.
Okay. How the fuck is this bitch not over here speaking out about this?
Who, Kamala?
Yeah.
Because she's not the president.
You think she would still have something?
No.
Fuck Joe Biden.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, here's a woman that
gotta eat this.
See, I study gangster shit, but I don't study street gangster shit.
Right.
I study gangsters, nigga, like that move nations. You got a foe over here that attacked you in the worst way politically. Had your numbers looking a little funny. Now she don't got the funding or the face card to beat you. So you just go put your arm around her. I'm gonna make you the first black female vice president. Now I'll be an honor. Like, it'd be an honor. Cause she don't know the game you just played, right? All I know is Barack Obama told us that Kamala Harris was the best DA that he had in the nation.
Right.
You don't get to be that woman and be who she's become and all of a sudden lose incompetence. I think the job is keep her close and keep her out the way. And when we need her to speak to her people, we'll bring her out there. I think there's a lot of things that if you just study her and her passions politically and in her career wise, I'm sure there seems like a lot of things. She's from the Bay Area, bro.
No, it's fucked up. It's like
there's a lot of things I think that she would like to be doing.
Maybe,
other than probably being in Ukraine.
Me and you as FBA, we don't give a fuck. Not even as what she's saying. We don't give a fuck what she has to say on behalf of the Democratic Party. We done listening to these fucking idiots, bro. We're done listening to the government as a whole, but motherfucker, you ain't you. There's nothing. I'm not backing Biden in anything.
I listen.
Now, bro.
See, the thing in politics is like you know you can't you listen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you watch actions, and then you listen again. Because in politics, there's always a conversation that's not in the conversation. And when Kamala Harris goes over there and lackadaisically, this is the one that they all fear. And lackadaisically, like, oh yeah, you know, like this is what's going on in Russia. To me, hey bro, I am FBA. That sounds like, man, I don't know why the fuck I'm over here. That's what that sounds. That sounds like a professional black woman getting her shit off. Like, yeah, I guess this is a fucking monkey and pony show, nigga. I'm just over here talking about some shit that ain't really. It's all speculation. Cause nigga, why am I over here if we not about to send in the troops? Right? All these, I don't got time. I didn't get. You didn't put me here on your team to get your old ass elected, mainly by my people. So you can send me over here and meddle in an ongoing beef between Ukraine and Russia. Now, God bless all involved. I don't know. I wouldn't dare say who's right or wrong in the Ukrainian-Russian debacle in terms of that because I don't know. And the reason why I don't know is because I know what's being reported, but I also know that our government really
reports bullshit.
Don't be telling the truth all the time. Right. They made Gaddafi look like the most hated man ever in this country.
And he was the most loved man.
I knew that. Country. They made him look like the worst leader ever in this country, right? But
Castro.
But they make a lot of these people feel this way. But there's always two sides of the story. You can find a Cuban that defected here to America that hates Castro, and then you can find a Cuban person that ain't got nothing bad to say about Castro. That's all I'm saying. And if we live in a world of conversation and truths and freedoms, it should be that. But you can't start doctoring up one side. No, you good, bro. But when I be like hearing some of the like experts from like Vice News and they be talking to some of the Russians on the street and shit like that, I don't feel comfortable assuming and believing arrogantly that all those millions of people in Russia just are dumb and just believing what this one person, this one motherfucker is just pulling the strings and lying. I'm just saying, bro, like, I get it's different.
It's the same thing with when Trump supporters over here. Nigga, Trump was the president. If Trump took us to war, niggas would know, like, not everybody's on Trump's side over here. Just like we know not everybody's on Putin's
That's the
side
one beauty about America is that when there is a president, 50% of the nation naturally opposes him.
Don't like that nigga, right? But it's the same in fucking Russia. But Russia be having them one-sided ass elections and shit.
Is it humanistic?
Of course, it has to be. Not falling in line is robotic. Fire, huh? That's that lemon one. That shit. Fire.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's the rainbow pack. Nigga, certain stores got them. Nigga, you gotta just find them.
Man.
Change your life.
All right.
They brought my son got them for me one day. Him and Tori.
All right, sour punch.
Nigga just handed them to me. I was like, nigga, I hit the yellow one. I was like, ooh.
Fam.
Ooh. They need to pack a just yellow now.
That just knocked me off my whole shit.
They just need to pack a yellow.
I had something to say.
Pack of yellow ones, nigga, would be the lick.
Okay, that's what she said. They're gonna say what it is on the next two songs.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what she just said. Though.
Yeah, shout out to you, Mom. I appreciate that because that's actually something that's worth sharing.
Shout out to Elon Musk. Keep yourself
So,
safe.
just for perspective,
take your head down.
Elon Musk released a cryptic message. I guess it's for his fans, but I'm very fickle with the word fan. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you ever hear me say it, I apologize. It's just like people condition you to say shit like that. But I don't ever feel like if we build a podcast worth being a fan of, I'd be honored.
Right.
But me and Dre is me and Dre. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dre does music. So He has fans. He's a DJ. There's people that come if he's spinning, they'll come wherever they might not go to that spot. But Dre over there, like I'm gonna go. That's something that I don't do anything particularly right now in my life to where like I want any fans. I don't. This is just my arrogant opinion. I don't think Elon Musk has either, but if you're in the tech world and you're a million times smarter than me when it comes to technological advances and algorithms and coding, you can very easily say I'm an idiot for saying that statement. I'm just saying from my perspective when I first hear it and see like, oh, Elon's got a coded message for his fans. I'm like, because CEOs typically, that's the new wave though.
Oh yeah, CEOs have fans and shit and Facebook.
The new wave is you could be a celebrity in anything.
Yep.
Chef. Whoever knew that a chef could be so fly and rich? You know who knew? Future chefs, people that was going to school for chef. There's a reason why all these schools popping up, motherfuckers paying $1,000 to go learn how to cook food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was talking to a guy at the Union Hall, bro, and he's like, man, this motherfucker's making $400K a year taking out the trash. Not working at the trash company, right? Or I forgot what the technical word would be, but waste management. But getting a contract with construction sites I'm gonna take the trash out. Mm-hmm. Like all these nails and shit that's bent down, don't worry about it. Me and my crew gonna come in, nigga, between these hours and clean all that up. Why would I do that? Oh, one, we're gonna help you with OSHA because we're gonna get rid of a lot of these safety hazards up out of the way. Mm-hmm. Now you don't gotta be so weary of your OSHA regular, training and shit like that because nigga, it just ain't there. Pallets that's not supposed to be. We just don't worry about the pallet stack that's over there that you got to be wary of. We gonna come clean that out every other night. Y'all getting this big ass contract to build this circa. Go ahead and set aside a couple $100K, and we'll knock that out. Yep. We could do that now. There's a hip hop element to things, bro. And I say hip hop element, but if you privy, and I say that because we come from a culture where we were systematically shut out of these things, of being able to do these things at one point in time. We were innovators in a lot of these things early in this nation, in the development of this nation. A lot of that history is not mainstream anymore. We still have an education system that's pretty much derived from Jim Crow. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. We ain't trying to go down there. I'm just saying that culturally, when I say, hip hop, I give credit to that because that kind of woken up that spirit back in my people. Everyone else was already coming to America, getting what they can get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Can't you see so we're late in that exploitive field of exploiting America. To this day, my people are still more so likely to be exploited, which is why I'm not picking at anybody. I'm speaking facts here. Other nationalities have businesses completely set up on selling my people things. Now that's okay. But it has to be spoken about because we come from a culture where, I don't care how good the egg rolls are you make. You're not Oriental, so you might not ever open an egg roll stand. You might feel, because coming out of our culture that's been through so much, you might feel that that's culturally exploitive. Right. And all I'm saying is if we're going to be in America and play the American game, we have to get out of that. Everybody exploiting everybody's shit. And whoever makes the best, so be it. I said it before. I love Oriental food. Y'all gonna hate me. Jack in the Box makes the best egg rolls.
Jack in the Box.
Them shits be fire
ass egg roll.
I done been Chinatown, all that. I go to China, like the egg rolls. I don't care if Thai, whatever. It's bomb. I love the culture of food. I love the food. Fam, I ain't never ate an egg roll as good as a Jack in the Box egg roll at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. coming from the spot, nigga, you on the way to something. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's car food, bro. You dip that, smashing on the way to the joint, get your mans getting, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's just kind of just, it's bomb. My mom pull up right now with a, she always gets the little 3-pack and eat one.
You knocking them other two.
Or
right
she might
off.
eat 1.5.
Yeah,
Man, run them over here. Yeah. Fire. You know what I mean? So, man, my boy, that's Korean, man. I said that shit to him one time.
Nigga must wanted to fight
bro,
you.
he wanted to fight me. He was like, what? Like, he was
dare-
just like, bro, that's disrespectful.
How dare you
man.
sully the name?
He just thought I was an idiot. He was just like, you sound stupid, fam. Like, that's crazy. And I kept telling him, like, dog, I ain't trying to be offensive. Because that's literally like someone telling you, like, Akeem, you're tripping. KFC makes the best fried chicken ever. I feel it in my soul a little bit. I feel a little hurt by that. Like, nah, dog, don't say that.
Respect like that,
You know what I'm saying?
right?
So I get it, but I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you had the Korean dude ready to fuck you up.
Yeah, my guy was like,
That nigga was not fucking with
my
you.
boy Jim was like, nigga, what?
Hold on, let me bring in this next segment. I have a.
Go ahead. No,
they got a little. Which one of you snuffed out? Which one of you jealous, bitter ass females snuffed out Kevin Samuels?
Oh shit, we're going to Kevin. Kevin Samuels' untimely demise, was it yesterday or the day before?
Day before. I just need to know.
Rest in peace to him and his family. Rest in peace to him.
Which
condolences to his family.
Which one of y'all,
especially his daughter,
snuffed
in
him?
school. I think, look, bro, remember I told you on the phone, I was like, bro, I ain't really the one to jump in the conspiracy bag.
Right.
Knowingly. Sometimes you think some shit is the truth.
You just glide in some
you
shit,
don't know.
right? Yeah.
Right? Should be out here.
Right.
Fam, he tripping. Like, they tripping. I said he because I'm reading his name. When I didn't even look at a lot of it. I just kind of heard and was seeing the response. When I got on Twitter, I was like, man, there's no way that women. Now, this is the thing I want everybody to hear my voice about because I could be naive on this.
God, they were going so bad on him, bro. It was fucked
But
up.
they put this out there like, oh, all these black women was shitting on Kevin Samuels, right?
There was a lot, but
and
there was
was
going
glad.
to bat for him too.
This is where I get tricky because this is where when it comes to shit like that, bro, it's hard to gauge for me because I have seen women that are not black speak on black male and black women issues, nigga, as if they were black, and I'm arguing with them only to click on their picture like, man, there's no way in hell she's saying this shit as just a black girl. Like, what? Why do you hate what? And then go on and the bitch might even like be black. And then she'll like tell me like, "Oh, well, I'm not black, but I date black men though, and all my friends are black." Oh my god! And so now you got this non-black girl speaking on the relationship between black women and black men.
Hey, let me say something. All you females out there, just because you date, fuck, have kids with, and are friends with black people, that don't make you some fucking
expert.
Don't give you some PhD in fucking
culture.
black people and their culture, bro. That don't give you an automatic invite to anything.
And
bro.
it's only important to and it's only not to get too racy, but it's only important to specify black people because, dog, I don't for the life of me. You think the New York Post is ever gonna do a fucking article or a headline that says Asian women should date Mexicans? Bro, these are white people. These are not. Look, it's just crazy to me that's accepted about our culture, like with us as a people. Like, I just never read that out loud or heard that anywhere where it's okay to tell a race of people who they should marry. Mm-hmm. That's asinine from a news company. Now I gotta ask, why does the New York Post give a damn about who black American women marry? Because they don't give a damn about the fact that they're the most underpaid in this society, right. The most highly qualified in this society and underpaid. The most educated in America are black American women. Still the lowest paid. Why the New York Post ain't doing stories on that? Hey, man, I got a beautiful niece from you. She has beautiful natural hair. And she has to fight for it. Mm. Right? Where's the New York Post on that article? Like, tell black women that it's okay to wear the hair that God created for them. Not who they should marry.
Right.
Especially, no offense to my white people, but bro, you gonna look away coming off telling black women that they should marry white men. Like, that sounds crazy. I don't care what the trends are. People can marry and date whoever the fuck they want to marry and date. If a black woman and white woman and black man don't get married and commit, I don't have one of my better friends.
Or my brother.
Like, I don't even know. There's
My
no
kids. My kids ain't.
Think
my
about
kids
that.
ain't here.
Hey, my nigga, we don't have no Barack Obama, no Bob Marley, no Jermaine fucking Cole.
Yeah.
So, I don't know no group of black people that was lynching biracial people or lynching white people. That ain't what that's not how the story was. So, like, when we start pulling from that, yeah, it's going to sting and come off as a little racy when a white-owned company is speaking directly to black American women, descendants of slaves, and we know the history of what black American women have been through in this country. You don't have a gynecologist. They created a whole fucking medical study on our women's backs. And descendants of those men think that it's okay to say that. Like, and when motherfuckers be like, bro, it's 2022, like, okay, well, what was 50 years like for black women? Go 50 years ago. Because all of y'all got grandparents that's over 50. What the fuck was black people's life like 50 years ago? What were the laws pertaining to black people? How many first hadn't happened yet 50 years ago? Right. And then just do 25 for shits and giggles after that. Now you got 75 years. There's a lot of 75-year-old people walking amongst us. Shit, half of Congress is over 75. Yep. They picking all the goddamn rules. I heard a story once, man, where they said that, like, one of the things that they did to combat the civil rights in the 80s is they start showing kids like us pictures of events that happened in the civil rights in black and white on purpose. So it fucks your time span up. And now when you start thinking about the images you have of a Martin Luther King and Malcolm X
getting shot, there was color TV back then.
You start thinking that, nigga, they didn't have no color TV back then, or they was there when it had to be around the same time. And it's like, no, nigga.
Had been color TV.
These motherfuckers was doing a lot of shit that we do now then. That wasn't that long ago. That's kind of nuts. That's when you start thinking, like, when they start talking about Illuminati this, Illuminati that, I be thinking, like, the Illuminati is the people that keep everybody, nigga, like, fucked off on each other. Because all the whole soliloquy that we just went on about our people, Jewish people can have a conversation about that. Yeah. There's certain Orient tribes and Oriental people that will have that can relate to that. There's certain Eastern European people that can relate to that.
Latino, like Spanish people.
Like, I was getting, South America can relate to that. You know what I mean? Cuban people have lived a certain way because of one family.
Right.
Two families, if you go to Batista, like, just these people, these men that get to dictate and run and pillage. Until we get out of that thinking, man, until we get out of that overall acceptance. Because one thing we know is life and death, but we don't have to live like this. A lot of this shit is just repetition. Like, if you could sit Congress down with whatever presidential cabinet at the time, and just really, nigga, just have a real conversation. I don't know who would be able to do it, but if somebody could just sit there and it's gonna get crazy, let's get crazy for a minute. It would have to be like an alien race of people to come in and do that, right? Superior alien species would have to do that. It would take something like that. Call it God coming back. You can call it whatever. It would take something like that to shake these people on their head and be like, yo, it don't have to be this way.
Right.
And all of you all have an expiration date. So why wouldn't you create a world that soothes that process? Right? with so many mysteries around us? How can we all master the mysteries if we got to go if you got motherfuckers flipping burgers and working side jobs and doing construction and all these other things, right? Now, some people break through. They're able to get into professions and stuff like that where they're able to unlock certain mysteries. Whether it's art. Okay, whether it's art, whether it's science, whether it's, maybe in the realms of like social justice and law, which is kind of a stretch because that's all man-made things anyway. There need no laws to be had if there's fairness. Which, how do you create fairness? Because we in Nevada right now, we're in Las Vegas, and we know the stories. Bro, I think Oregon is still, or either Oregon or Washington State is still a combat state. Like me and you legally, and it can have a bar dispute, and I can walk you outside, and as long as we both say, yeah, man, we down for combat, we can fight.
It'll just get broke up by the
The
police.
police come and monitor those situations. You can look at the videos on YouTube.
There's a reason that America is so far behind in technology.
Are we?
Compared to like Japan, we are.
Just a real quick correction, so I don't want to say where you're going. When you say America, are you saying America in terms of like us Americans having access to it, or the government having it?
Us having access to it.
Okay, because I agree with that.
Us inventing it, and some other things. And the reason I say that is because of what you were talking about earlier, bro. It's just, fuck, I lost my whole train of thought. What was you talking about?
I'm gonna catch you up. Let me see if I can help you bounce it back. Because I think where you were going, I know what it triggered me for that is with the technology. Remember, America used to lead in that field in a lot of ways, and then something happened, right? I think capitalism is something that happens because it's made to consume.
Oh, okay. I got it. In Asia, in Japan, in China, there is rich, middle, poor. There's subclasses in that, though. When you look at Chinese people, there's people who live on the street, but for the most part, it looks decent. Their nightlife looks great. Their building, their architecture, all that. Do you know the reason for that is?
Mm-hmm.
They focus more on school. They want you to invent shit. They want you to create the next robotics and
government
to
works.
Sell it to everybody else.
Oh, you getting me? Real quick. That's
Canada, same exact way with the music shit you be telling me about.
Asia real quick though.
Yeah.
Because I was arguing with one of my Asian friends that's from he's from Tokyo or something. And what I was telling him, and he told me, he said, Akeem, you're right. What I was telling him, I was like, bro, everything you said is beautiful and it makes sense. The problem we have here in America is the people that can make that possible only want it for certain people.
And you have the foot on everybody's neck.
In Asia, guess what?
They want you to.
We're Asian.
That. We want. If you create that, it's an export for us.
But think about it. If I'm Chinese in China, I might come from a different class system. I might have a different political view.
I'm Asian.
But nigga, your son looks like my son.
Yep.
And we relate when one of our sons get killed.
Exactly.
Over foolishness.
Exactly.
We can relate when that woman gets killed over food. Yeah, I know she agrees. She's from your clan and she thinks like you. But she look a lot like my mom.
Because America, I guarantee if we look.
Hey, in Asia, nobody was ever considered 3/4 of a human.
Yep. America at one point probably had the most inventors, but I guarantee we're not anymore. Right. We're probably not even close.
Because think about it. Guess where we going? Oh, shit. Nigga, one of us make a dope-ass idea. Mm-hmm. Who we doing business with?
White folks.
No, we're doing business in Asia.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, no. Think about who Soulja Boy eating with. Because the white folks won't let him eat in this space.
Nope.
You mean to tell me that all these black billionaires and creators, none of them want a social media platform?
Right.
America, talk to me, man. You telling me right now that Hove wants a streaming service.
Mm-hmm. But he don't want.
But not a Twitter?
Kanye don't want a Twitter or something? You know Kanye wants one for sure.
Let's go younger. To these kids that grew fucking up on social media, that's making millions and millions of dollars, you will endorse them for anything else. You telling me that, dog, I'm just being honest. Like, there's certain people. See, if 6ix9ine had, cleaned this shit up and went more like non-black rapper and got into the pop space and went into the little Latin space and made everybody forget about all the shit that he was doing and how he really moved and grew up, 6ix9ine could be revolutionary in this space because he's a marketing media genius on social media. He literally made himself on social media, right? But they know 6ix9ine about to bring nigga that look like you and me in there. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily that act like you and me, but he gonna bring somebody like us. He gonna want to work with people that look like us. He's from Bushwick, Brooklyn. They didn't put that in him to discriminate against his black friends and say like, no, you can't make the beat because I gotta do. He's gonna come in, and if he get a social media platform popping, he's gonna make some niggas rich with him. I'm just saying, fam. Name a social media popping like look, we're a big part of this space. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of money made. There's a lot of outside eyes looked into the American markets because of us. I'm just saying that to me, it's always, it's back when rap was really blowing up, when they took it from Def Jam, really, right? And they took it from all these mom and pa. It was like, damn, all these rich rappers, don't none of these niggas want to sign other rappers? Don't none of them want a label? There's something to that. It's a reason why the richest NBA player can't start his own league. It's a reason for that. Like, think about it. You would think, like, see, because there was a time when we were younger, before we were younger, that there were several pro leagues. And the fans, okay, I like this team in the AFL. I like this team. Maybe there's 2 teams in the NFL. Right. To the fan, it's more football. And if y'all gonna play each other in like a little special after Super Bowl joint, that's even doper. Mm-hmm. Now you would think in a capitalistic society that's more football, that's more eyes, that's more entertainment, that's more tickets sold, that's more jerseys, that's more. But it's more for who?
Them.
And that's the problem because they want it to be more for us.
Right.
And them encompasses a few people that they don't like. The ABA was full of guys that owned a few car lots that took just like Jerry West with the Lakers, that took a bid on his team in his league and blew up.
Right.
Because you drafted Earl the Pearl, nigga. You drafted nigga the Hawk, nigga, and he came through he was dunking on it. You drafted all these hood legends that brung millions of black eyes to your product, if not hundreds of thousands. Right? Hundreds of thousands to your games. Now the jerseys. Now Converse is calling. Mm-hmm. Now Nike wasn't there yet. But all these people are calling now. Now what do they say? What do they say when they mad that athletes check reporters and check fans? Oh, these people help generate the environment that can make you command a $200 million. No, there's some nugget. There's a small nugget of truth in that because the system is what you're banking. Okay, I get that, but you're part of the system. But there's levels to this, my nigga. Like, if I'm not him, nobody's giving me a sneaker deal, fam.
Right.
Look, if Nike felt like nobody in the NBA was worth signing to a sneaker deal, they would settle. They would settle for their Nike check just being on the jerseys, fam. I don't have to pay none of you niggas $100 million to wear my shit. Now, I'll pay one of you niggas $100 million to wear my shit if I know by the end of the summer I'm going to have $3 billion. That ain't no generosity. It ain't like Nike's doing LeBron a favor.
No.
He did them the favor. So that's where all this kind of comes from, bro. Like, and if you bring it all back up to today's time, we're still struggling with this. But what I think America should pay attention to is now they not as picky and choosy. It's like Dave Chappelle told, like, man, nah. Donald Trump ain't fighting for you, fam. He's fighting for me. I'm rich. Yep. You're poor. You have a job. You're working. You're trying to barely pay your mortgage. You want to send your kids to school. That's not your guy. Oh, I know you don't like me and you don't like what I'm doing, and you don't like sharing this land with me, which is ironic if you know the history of this nation, but whatever. Take that off it for a minute, that you don't like me because I'm an N-I-G-G, whatever. Mm-hmm. Take it off me that I'm a Hispanic person that, illegally came over here. If you're working for this, he's completely against that. Mm-hmm. But you're so caught up in the face card, in the antics, that you're voting against your own interest, which most racist white people do that because they vote Republican. And rich white Republicans make fun of them.
Yep.
Like, bro, they be trying to make these cats look like Paul Bunyans. Like they just walk around in flannel shirts and overalls when they get out of that suit and tie and go plant shit, nigga, and run the livestock. Nigga, these motherfuckers got Bugattis, and you see how they pulled up on Mansion? Because the people that was in this poorest district in the country was like, there's no way that this motherfucker is holding up bills that can help our lives, and he's driving a $2 million car, or he has a $13 million yacht on the water right now having a fucking mixer when his ass should be in Washington, nigga, voting and not holding up the vote. You the one holding up the vote. We get what rich Republicans gonna do. They gonna rich Republican. Anybody mad at motherfucking Mitt Romney for balling out? That's been his brand his whole life.
Right.
George Bush and them been rich niggas stunting their whole life. That's just not, nobody's mad at that. Nobody was mad at Donald Trump because he was rich.
Nah, this whole country just fucked up, and because it's ran by the wrong fucking people.
Yeah. In a nutshell, that's the point, right? Like,
They're gonna keep. That's like I said, bro. That's the reason we're not anywhere close to Asia in technological advancement is because
lack of inclusion.
It's not even just that. It's just they have the foot on the people's necks, and the people who would be the inventors are the people working a 9 to 5 and can't afford to try something new, nigga. Niggas can't afford to fall on their face.
That's what I mean. It's like the Asian, and I'm not saying.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm not saying that the Asian government is like free of all.
No, but there's no
ridicule.
There's I know what you're saying. Yeah,
but there's like, it seems to be somewhat of a partnership with creators and with businessmen. Yep. Now you can argue how you become that businessman and all that stuff is based in tribalism and things like that and privilege and stuff like that. I get it. I'm not saying it's worse. It's just uniquely different and difficult when the determining factor is based on the hue of your skin and your ethnicity. You have so many no's before there's so many impossibilities.
Right.
That it creates generations of ignorance when it comes to possibilities. So, sad thing. There's a rapper, got his homies, they gave him courage. They give him certain bars, and I'll say it like this. Yo, talk about that party. No, don't put that one out there. Don't do that one after the show. That shit's weak. Nigga, don't wear that. Right? Niggas get signed, and they got some college students from the suburbs now that work for the label in charge of these things.
Nah.
And you wondering why your album flopped. How come Puffy wasn't flopping?
It's because he controlled everything. Couldn't nobody tell them shit.
How come all these black executives in this culture, when they got their run, was unfloppable? They only start to flop when they start marrying with the mother corporations. Mm-hmm. And it's not their fault. They had to do that because there's only the way we got this arm on you. You ain't getting up without us making that marriage, right? Like, so now you see, damn, nigga, why they sign her?
That's why they hate the fucking independent.
Why they sign her?
That's
why they do this?
That's why they really hate the independent circuit now, bro, because you can't tell nobody what to do. Somebody's got to pop in label, nigga. They don't need to ever sign to a major.
And they could do business with y'all.
Yeah, partnership. You can't ever own shit of mine, nigga.
We go 50-50 on the album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is, I'm going to win on that because even your little 50% share of marketing is just more than enough for me because I'm an independent guy. My marketing going to be social media, nigga, and I might pay for a couple of little things, do some little shit, outlandish, whatever, connect with my fans. But you're going to lose in that, too. You're going to spend more money. But it works because you're not actually spending money. You already have these vehicles. Every record label already has marketing firms and shit like that at their disposal. They already have radio stations that you don't even understand. Like these labels is paying the bills. Niggas ain't listening to this radio like that.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. The last time I listened to the fucking radio.
When the last time you just listened to the radio for a whole radio show?
Not never.
Fuck out of here.
I used to listen to XM. I don't even fuck with that no more.
Like, nigga, real talk. You know what I mean? So it's like the redressing of the pig, fam. When you're not truly an innovator and creative, all you can do is duplicate what's been done and probably try to enhance it. That's why a non-creative person will tell you the best way to create something is to make something better. That sounds like a motherfucker that be looking around for people's shit to steal it, nigga, and, oh, I did this. This is what I did with it. Dog, I mean, look at the Facebook story.
Right.
Now, there's probably 1 million coders in the world that if they got that opportunity in that space,
could have did the same.
They could have done something similar. And that's not to take away from them, but it's like saying, hey, man, KD is that dude, but don't act like Jason Tatum couldn't have played for the Warriors too and won 2 championships.
Oh,
nigga.
for sure.
Don't act like, nigga, you couldn't have put motherfucking Carmelo Anthony, nigga, in that spot, nigga, and they still won the same 2 championships.
Right.
So, nigga, the duration, nigga, of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, there's a few players in the league that if they went to that Warriors team, they was gonna be enough to push them over the hump to be that dynasty. And they might not have had the ego, bro. They might have stayed. Imagine that. Imagine KD staying, missing damn near the whole year because of injury. Steph hurt. Nigga come back. Remember, Steph got hurt. Nigga broke his hand in like first few games. That nigga, with all this coming, you would have had KD and these young niggas still. Because they got these niggas because of the high draft picks they were getting because they didn't make the playoffs.
Hey, how you feel about them saying Jordan Poole hurt Ja on purpose?
When I first seen it on slow-mo, well, not on purpose. When we first see it on slow-mo, it definitely looks like he pulls at his knee. That's why I had to watch it so many times because I was like, that's not a basketball play. Why would you ever do that? Mm-hmm. And in basketball, that's like an unwritten rule kind of. Like nobody would really do that. But then when I seen it and I finally seen it from another reverse angle in like regular speed, he didn't do it. That's one of them things that the camera makes it look like he did something in that slow frame. Mm-hmm. And I think there's no way the producers that put that out didn't know that.
Right.
Now, during the game, I'm not mad because you slowing shit up. You trying to figure out what happened. You almost investigating. Like, nigga, what happened? Mm. But when they started running with it, nigga, and kept showing it in slow-mo and only showing him grabbing the knee, like, that looks foul as fuck. And if I'm Ja that just got hurt and I see that.
I'm ready to fight, nigga.
Nigga, I'm saying everything he said. Right. That's why he probably erased the tweet that he said because he probably – his dad even probably was like, no, bro, that ain't what that is. Because when you watch it, nigga, in full speed, it does. In full speed, it don't even look like he actually grabbed his leg. Mm. It looks like he was about to swipe for the ball. Ja pivots and moves his ball to the other way. And they were calling tic-tac fouls. Mm. He already had a couple fouls, so then he pulls his arm back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I'm not going to lie, bro. Like, for the first 3-4 hours, because I was at work, I was laying my head like, damn, bro, why would Jordan Poole do some shit like that? That's foul. Like, I was really tripping off that. And then, like, I seen it again. I was like, bro, that's not really what happened, bro. Emotions get high, and I think all the players said it. When your guy goes through that and he feels that way, you don't just run to him and be like, nah, that ain't what happened.
Yeah, fucking Ja about to miss today's game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to lose this one.
They were going to lose it anyway, in my opinion, but.
Well, even more so now.
Now they about to get their ass whooped.
Right. So, shout out to Ja, speedy recovery.
They get Dylan Brooks back, though. It ain't Ja, but.
Hopefully you get back to, finish the series out.
Dylan nice. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, bro. If I'm the Memphis Grizzlies, I sit Ja down.
Just wait till next year.
Well, it's not even just yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because you know why? Fam, you have to understand. He has to learn what Allen Iverson had to learn. You're not built.
You're not Superman, nigga.
To dominate these men in the embarrassing fashion that you seek to. So what you got to go do, you better go get a Derrick Rose body to go with your bounce. And I don't mean that in terms of like health because, Derrick got the injuries, whatever, but you can't tell me that he don't have a strong body because look at him today. He's back playing. He's still, nigga, a very much serviceable starting guard, nigga, in this league.
Right.
He's an excellent nigga off the bench player, backup point guard. So, and he's still a bang on your ass. Just not the way it used to look, and not the way he, So with that all being said, that's proof that Derrick Rose was actually really strong and had an athletic body.
That's proof that Derrick Rose without them injuries was about to be something.
So I'm saying when I see a
Something
John
crazy.
Morant, fam, I seen how AI broke down because he refused to get in that weight room and really go to work. Because I get it. It was taboo back then for certain players. And so, but now, I'm like, John, you got the little, like, when I take my shirt off, nigga, you got the little, y'all see it? You got the pose muscles. And you bouncy. Bro, you got to go get some midsection, bro. You got to go put some weight on. Consciously. I'm gaining 15 pounds in the next 2 months.
Right.
And nigga, in the following month, I'm gonna get comfortable with it. I'm gonna make it mine. I'm gonna marry it with my body and skill set. Because Trae Young, shooter, he likes to have a touch and the flow. He likes the feathery game. But what's gonna happen, nigga? He's seeing that now. Like, I guarantee you, this summer he comes back a little bit bigger because your career's not gonna last. You're gonna be torn down. They're gonna wear you down. Especially since these bigger guys have realized, I could be legendary if I become guard-like.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a guard IQ and mentality now. So, it's just something, motherfucker could be 6'8", ain't nowhere near as skilled as a Trae Young.
Right.
But you can't physically wear him down. That's one of the things that be shocking people about LaMelo. That's when you start to realize, like, when the motherfucker almost 6'9", he's a physical specimen out there. He just looks different than what you would normally see as a physical specimen. And before, when a young guy was being compared to pros, it was only because he looked older and had like a more physically opposing body. Mm-hmm. They wasn't going off a skill set. Now there's niggas like vets and nigga 2-time MVPs and finals MVPs like Kevin Durant. Nigga, I don't know if Kevin Durant is just stronger or bigger than Melo.
How you feel about fucking Jokic getting the MVP again?
He did?
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's the
bro. I was talking to somebody
He the new
earlier.
Steve Nash
I was like,
with
they're
that.
trying to Euro niggas out the league, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that too. I've heard that.
I'm like, ain't no.
I've been hearing
way.
that for years though.
It ain't no way Ja gets MIP and not MVP this year to me, bro.
To me, I don't even think it was nigga Ja. I think
Chris,
that
or Devin
I'm going with either Chris, Devin, or even Joel Embiid.
and Joel. Yeah, like come on, bro.
I'm just like, man, that's crazy.
Fucking Jokic.
I damn near would have like respected it more if Luka got it.
Right, the Joker. That's just a joke.
But
I'm making the MVP a joke, bro.
you got a dude that came in the league out of shape and got the MVP. And I think how they justify it is because Jamal Murray is out. But I'm like, their team wasn't just him and Jamal Murray, though. Like, they have squad. But, oh, yeah, and Michael Porter Jr. is out, too, though. So, I guess if they looking at it like that, but they never do that for, like, a lot of other players, bro. Like,
Never. So, should Kevin Durant have the MVP then, since he played most of the season without Kyrie?
And half with
And the end of the casino without James Harden? So, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, bros. You right. The NBA got to stop tripping with that.
NBA, like you said, need to quit putting so much emphasis on fucking Euro players. That's not who runs your league. That's not who the people who mostly support the NBA are coming to watch. I'm not coming to watch the Euro players, bro. And that's not to say a slight at them, but niggas, y'all don't stop trying to force feed me these niggas.
Well, it changes the culture of the league in a sense that they don't reward physicality no more. They don't reward defense anymore. And, bro, I guess you can just be a stat
Fucking
stuffer.
couch potato.
Yeah, and a stat stuffer.
Nigga.
Because Jokic is good. He's really good. But he's still
double MVP good.
Exactly.
Back to back.
You still history when you do that. Because somebody from younger gonna look back and be like, damn, he was a 2-time back-to-back MVP. He was balling. He was the best player in the league. those 2 years.
And what if he never wins a championship? Fuck them two MVPs.
Can you imagine him winning a championship?
No.
I don't see him being the best player on the team that can deliver a championship because he don't play defense like that. When you're a 7-footer, and I don't care that you get blocks, nigga. You're gonna block some shots. But I seen what nigga they be trying to write off Anthony Davis, nigga, and I seen what Anthony Davis did to Jokic in 5 quick games. He didn't want no peace. So what we gonna do? You know what I mean? You want to go into that? Shit, you all right, bro? You want to go into that list you had? We'll talk about that list. There was a I don't know who did it. Dre cleaned it up, but there was a list that went out of what the 50 most top 50 MCs, female MCs right now, of all time. Not right now. Of all time. I wonder what the hell Elon Musk got going on. Oh, Elon.
Always niggas got something going on here. Let's see. Yeah, no, that Amber Heard shit's crazy. I didn't know you didn't know about that. Whole bump on the stand.
That's crazy. Oh, you didn't pin it?
All right, so JT of City Girls is mad because somebody put a top 50 greatest female rappers of all time list. So this is how the list goes. In order. It goes Nicki Minaj, Lil' Kim, Missy Elliott, Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill, Left Eye, Da Brat, Eve, Foxy Brown, Cardi B, Trina, Lady of Rage, Gangsta Boo, Roxanne Shante, Meg Thee Stallion, Mia X, Rhapsody, Yo Yo, MC Lyte, No Name, Doja Cat, Cuban Doll, LaShapp, Mulatto, Katie Got Bands, Young M.A., Asian Doll, Janelle Monáe, Rashida, Iggy Azalea, Lizzo, Molly Brazy, Remy Ma, Tink, Snow the Product, Dreezy, Angel Hayes, Fergie, Rico Nasty, Azalea Banks, Rocky Bad, Emil, Cash Doll, Honey Cocaine, Baha Madia, Rod Digger, I don't know, Shauna, Charlie Baltimore, China White, and Kia.
Hey, bro, the second time you played that list,
I
don't
said
like
the
it.
same shit. So now let's go ahead and point out.
The second time you
Now,
read that
JT,
list, I don't like it.
At
The
first I was
time
like,
did.
JT, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Second time, all right. Now, JT, you have a beef. There's a beef I got with you on this one. So how does? Hold on, let me.
Bro, you said somebody at the end I ain't never even fucking heard
How
of.
the fuck does Fergie get on the top greatest rappers list of all time? So you already deserve to be on there at number 38. How does Iggy Azalea get on this list? So you deserve to me for you're part of the culture more than she is.
But
you are from the culture.
But
you get 30. You would get 30th place.
But Iggy Azalea,
Baha Madia.
that's what I was about to say, nigga. Iggy Azalea could be on there over before Baha Madia. No disrespect to any of her fans or anything like that.
I don't even know who Baha
But nigga, I'm gonna just stand on it, nigga.
Right.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York, circa '83.
Who the fuck?
Hip hop is a Black American art form, and I have never heard of that person, and I'm a hip hop head.
Right. Who the
So
fuck
with
is
that being
Baha
said,
Madia?
respectfully, if somebody hears this and they get offended, send us some joints.
Fergie.
Send us some music.
Fergie's not a fucking rapper. Let's just
Yeah,
go ahead
that's they always gonna do some shit like
call
that.
Call it
Has
a
she ever
scratch
rapped a
on
bar
that.
in her life, nigga? I haven't ever.
They're
heard
just
no rap
saying
shit.
because she's like part of Black Eyed Peas, probably. And the Black Eyed Peas
She
toward
was
the
the
end
new
of They
part.
Run wasn't really a rap group. They were more of a pop group anyway.
Yeah, fuck that out. So get Fergie the hell out of here.
Yeah, this list is crazy. It was 50-50 Entertainment who did this list.
Who are they?
I don't fucking know, but it was somebody legit enough to get fucking JT from the City Girls' attention. So obviously they got to be somebody in the game. You know what I'm saying? For you to get the attention like
look.
that.
I don't know. We gonna see. She might have made them niggas famous. We don't know.
She said, "Y'all hoes, shut up. Niggas make the same type of music all the time. Bitches hopping on drill beats and y'all in a frenzy trying to create wars. Listen or don't listen. Matter of fact, get off here and go wash your walls, both of them."
That's fact. Bro, first off, let me say this. Any female MC list that's going to 50 that does not have MC Light in the top 5, I might give you top 7 if you're young. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Nigga.
Yeah, MC Light was like 19.
MC Light could be on the top nigga list, nigga, with the man. Fuck out of here. That's what be making me worry. Like, who be making these lists and why y'all talking about our culture?
They had Cardi B on top. They had Nicki Minaj at 1.
Well, nigga, that's okay. I'm not even mad at no female that's young that be like, Nicki is my favorite rapper. Right?
Cardi B at
but
10.
But to have Cardi B at 10, where was Kim?
2.
Where was Foxy?
9.
Where was Lauren, nigga?
3.
Cause Lauren is truly the fucking.
Yeah, Lauren was.
See, boy, my list. We gonna do an always talking shit list, ladies.
Lauren was like 3.
We gonna get a list off.
No, Lauren was 5.
Cause I'm putting just off rip in my head right now, fam. We going Lauren. I don't know. Little Kim, Nicki. Honestly, I'm gonna go Nicki. Cause nigga, we don't have no stories of nobody writing bars for Nicki.
That's real. All right, I give you that.
Right? And
right.
I ain't gonna say, but Kim could rap though. Was writing
no,
her
that's
own.
real. But
Kim wrote her own shit too. But some of her hottest shits, we know that nigga. You got Hov and Big.
Nah.
In the studio.
Lil' Kim was written by Big. Hov was writing Foxy Brown shit.
Hov was writing for Foxy too. Nas was writing for Foxy too. But Hov was writing, nigga. Hov and I'm just saying, you had them niggas around. Is all I'm saying. All right, so, fam, was Charlie Baltimore on this list?
Yeah, she was like 49.
Okay, okay, fam. So like,
she's 49th.
We gotta. And where was Jean Grey at?
Not on there at all.
And Rhapsody was disrespected, nigga.
Yeah. Jean Grey didn't even make the list.
They got Queen on there. Queen got to always be in the top 10 just for what she did.
That's crazy. They didn't have her on the list though.
Who made the list? That's what I'm saying. I want to see
50-50.
I got to see who 50-50 Entertainment is. Like, what company, what culture are y'all from, who y'all from? How new are y'all to this shit?
Right.
Because some of them names, and see, this is what I don't like.
I'm just like Bahamadia and Iggy.
This is what I don't like. I would never, if we started a mariachi band.
Right.
And we was made a list.
Right.
Like, and I was doing a list. Man, I wouldn't just throw a couple of, like, black up-and-coming mariachi niggas on the 50 greatest all-time list, nigga.
You can't.
I'm just saying, you're not a 50 great female rapper of all time. Arrogantly, I say this. Arrogantly, if I don't know your name.
That's real. Like I said, you said how Jean Grey isn't on there.
I'm just saying, bro. Where the fuck, where was Remy Ma at?
Like 40-something.
I slapped somebody, bro. Do they understand? You got women on there that can rap with the dudes, nigga.
She was like 40-something.
With no help. No, the women that
Charlie
can go.
Amelia was like 39.
Dog, the women that can go in the studio with the alphas, nigga, the dudes, and with no help, nigga, no sex, no blowjobs given.
Yeah, Amelia.
And come out, nigga, and
Amelia was like 39.
You have to respect that. You got to put those women in a different class. I'm Phil Nicki on this shit. Dog, I'm not a Cardi B hater.
Right.
I love for Cardi. You can't put that there. You got to put the women that can come in the motherfucking studio booth with this nigga.
And just
but
do it right.
Foxy Brown said when Hov was like, man, I need you to do this joint, man. It was ain't no nigga. She said, nigga, she gave that nigga a pad. The nigga gave her a pad. She said, man, give me a Pepsi and a piece of pie. And I'll be in the next room, nigga. And went, nigga, come on, bro. Like, you got to give some of these females credit. Now, it was open. And I think it was slighted mainly because they were women. But Lil' Kim and Foxy, they were open. Like people was like, people was taking credit for their bar. Like nigga
Right.
Dies in them and Hov like, yeah, nigga, I wrote that. I worked.
Right.
They wasn't keeping it. Hov said that if Snoop never tells the story, he's never telling anybody that didn't read the fucking album credits that said Sean Carter on the song, nigga, that he wrote Still Dre.
Yeah, you're not going to. Nigga who does that is not gonna say that.
In the culture, that was a thing that even if it happened, it was we don't really talk about that, nigga. That's in-house shit.
Sweep that under the rug.
That's in-house shit. Just get your royalties, nigga. And so now that we now with them being females, I think that that was kind of because I think I'm saying that to say I think both of those two females,
right,
those two queens wrote enough of their music to not be looked at as a person that hey
had a ghostwriter that
was
I'm not
picking on Cardi or any of these other girls and stuff like that because that's where we at now.
But they are getting completely ghostwritten for though. There's
and Cardi has still creativity,
right?
Because I don't care, and I'm not trying to slight her. She was a popping stripper nigga that had niggas loving her from her personality and just like that.
She had some personality to
her
create
entertainment
this persona.
Like nigga, like Bodak Yellow is a hit. I don't give a fuck who wrote it.
Anybody.
It's a classic.
Anybody could write a song for somebody. Anybody can rap. Who's gonna have that charisma like she has? Who's gonna do? You know what I'm trying to say?
She has to still perform those records.
She's still got to be Cardi B at the end of the day.
And in fairness, when you're listening with the ear of her performing the record, she might as well wrote it.
Right.
And I respect that because that means that you're putting in the work. A lot of these artists that know they got somebody writing their shit for them, nigga, they just gonna come in. They gonna, you know what they gonna try to do? They gonna try to do it like the real rappers.
Yeah.
They gonna try to get the notepad, nigga go in the studio, nigga like, yo, like. Nah, nigga, you should have that memorized inside and out like the alphabet before you show up in the studio. You didn't write it. Because the nigga that write it is always writing it still.
Right.
Like, I know what I said, but this sound better, nigga. I'm going to say this right now. Right. So it's like they never really fully have to memorize it. It's already there. Mm-hmm. As you're critiquing it as you're saying it. Because it came from you. And whoever wrote Bodak Yellow, bro, like, Cardi should have never fucking dog. When I say this motherfucker would have the biggest house on the hill somewhere, nigga, laid the fuck up getting plaques.
If he did the song himself?
No, I'm talking about no, cause nigga, you do that song yourself. I don't give two fucks about it. It's cool.
You're not doing anything, right?
It's like, it ain't even a hot nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you do that, cause that song is anthem like. What made her hard is that it was like this bitch came with a fucking hood anthem, and she had just enough buzz maybe to pull it off. But if he was just some random nigga and he came on with that song,
already on the TV
that's what I'm saying.
Already, yeah.
But if he'd have pulled it off, if he'd have tried, we already kind of knew who Cardi B was.
Right.
If he gave us that song, the image in my head is like, oh, I know they probably love that shit in his hood.
That's it. Yeah.
In his city. That shit gonna ring off in Texas or wherever the fuck he from in Chicago. That shit gonna go off. You know what I'm saying? But you don't get. She had enough. I knew the females was coming when I heard that. Nigga, when I heard that, I was like, oh, they about to go ham. Mm-hmm. And it had that bop. It just had a bop.
Because it did. Let me tell you from the DJ perspective.
Now that's what. Yeah, I love to hear it.
Nigga.
I know.
If the club even like it could like we could be popping.
That shit was a
looks
bop,
like
man.
something might be just. Nigga, little bitch, you came. Oh my god! And it was one of them songs. Everybody, so you could turn the. Everybody.
Yeah, they rapping with it.
Yeah.
These is blood. Hey, she was going in, bro. Like, and it's Cardi authentically. We know where she came from.
You gonna do what to who? Let's find out.
Right.
See, Cardi B. You know.
Now listen to me. Now listen to me. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Where's that? And Cardi's a mega star.
Yeah.
She ain't got to worry about selling records or nothing. All I'm saying is, like, dog, if Cardi gave you 3-4 more of those,
dog,
you're having a different conversation about Cardi B as an artist, nigga. Like, she got that was a hit, bro. And whoever wrote that, I think that was a nigga from around her way and shit like that. She
That's
had
the
like
nigga
history
who was
with.
always with her. Yeah.
I know you, Cardi.
Yeah, I know how to write for
I
you.
know how to write for you, nigga. This what you need to say. This cause you can get this off, and this your swag, this your truth. Bro, when I go get the Atlanta rapper to rap for the writer to write for you, like
It's not gonna sound the same.
you're not. You could. They're buying it still and they package it, but you don't. We didn't fall in love with you for you to be the girl Migos.
No, we New York.
Like
do
you're
this
Cardi
New York
B
shit.
from the Bronx. Like you should have stayed on that bop right there. You could have been like the queen of the New York joint.
She would have really been giving Nicki the run for her money.
Yeah, because she
Nicki
would have had the
still got
streets
that
in a
New
way
York,
that
you know what I'm
Nicki
saying?
kind of surrendered when she kind of started building her brand and becoming more
Going to a
popular.
pop star, right?
Now, don't get it fucked up. That's still Nicki.
That's the money, right?
Queens, nigga. She can get there. But I'm just saying. And the thing is, that's why Nicki, to me, came out a little maybe on top in that situation from hip-hop perspective. Because the cheat code is, nigga, you better not say nothing on wax too spicy.
Because I'll come get your ass.
I go to I go sit down with that man. I go to Hot 97, nigga, and have a sit in front of somebody's motherfucking microphone while he dropping bombs on the airwaves, nigga,
Straight freestyle,
and get you the fuck out of here. And you not from Atlanta, so they might not care in Atlanta, but nigga in New York, nigga, that's gonna hit.
Oh yeah, New York is always different.
And Cardi's in New York, so she gonna want like whatever.
That's
like
different.
I'm gonna do my thing, you do your thing.
That's different smoke in New York.
That's why Cardi is like, bitch, I'll pull up.
Yeah, we can fight.
Nigga. That's like the nigga. That's some nigga shit.
We can
That's
fight.
the nigga that like, yeah, nigga, Dre got more bars than me, nigga.
But,
You want to battle on the
nigga.
rap, but nigga, you don't want to get on no street shit,
Right.
nigga. Like,
The
you know what I'm
nigga-
saying?
The nigga whooping your ass on the basketball game. You want to go, nigga, I bet you won't do it. I'll bust your ass on the court right now, nigga.
I was guilty of this. I was guilty of taking those L's on the sticks and be like, nigga, neither one of you niggas in here can hoop, nigga. Come see me on the court. This make-believe basketball. Niggas laughing. Like, nigga, don't be mad,
Go
nigga.
get in your feelings,
Get your
man.
ass
Get
ducked.
your ass-
Oh, they doing all type of dunks on a nigga. Like, I'm like, bro.
Oh,
Like, man, that shit
got
crazy.
you ready to fight everybody.
Yeah,
you
man, I had to
fucking
get off
slut.
that. I had to get off that quick. Would you have anything for that, man? I didn't want to
Nah,
rush through it.
That's now
'Cause
that,
we-
as you said, we both had the same opinion. Now we
Yeah, because we
got
got to get to
that shit was terrible.
we got to get to something, man. And I don't want look, man. What's the name of the song? That's another thing, fam. You gonna name the song that?
Something 5, the heart part 5.
All right, man. So look, the hard part 5. Now this the problem I got. You know, with me, I don't like shit being sold, and I'm fearful. This album to me, I was already saying I'm fearful of this Kendrick album. The reason why I'm fearful of this Kendrick album, Dre, is because you're leaving the bass. Right?
Oh yeah, he's not TDE no more.
You're
right?
leaving the bass and doing
Yikes.
something your own,
That's
something
why
new.
This shit sounded.
So
the way
now,
like
so
it
look, bro.
sounded. That was
Now all that made me think of,
That
fam.
was
You're a
terrible.
producer. All that made me think of is, man, topping them with saving your ass.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit. That just makes me think that you wanted to do something like that very early, and that was like, nah.
It's not that. No, it's not even that they were saving him. What it is that it's the Cardi B situation. Why would you?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
when I
you
say
don't.
saving them.
Yeah,
Like,
you leave the.
I mean saving them in that way,
Oh.
creatively, like.
Yeah, like
like,
you're leaving the foundation of.
It
what
makes
we
me think
did
of how many times did they scratch a track?
that you probably had trying to get on the album or
Because you're a
something.
producer. You know how many dope rappers that suck sonically in terms of picking music.
Right.
And-
Oh
and-
yeah.
and
there-
not-
oh
and
my
hold on,
God.
let me say
there's
this
a
because
lot
I'm a
of
non-rapper.
terrible
I don't want
beat
to sound like I'm.
There's a lot of terrible.
I want to
beat
clarify
pickers,
this
nigga.
when I say
they
this.
They used to say Nas was
But I
one
want-
of the
no,
beat
but I-
pickers, worst beat.
I
pickers,
want to
nigga.
clarify this. When I say that, I'm speaking to the cat that doesn't know, like, okay, a lot of MCs, they hear a dope beat and they be like, nigga, oh, I know dope beats, nigga. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a dope beat sonically for you, for your octaves, the BPMs that you're comfortable
That's
with.
what I mean.
Like
That's what
your
I'm talking
delivery,
about.
your cadence.
That's
I know
what
you
I'm-
are. I'm just elaborating
Oh, yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
And because, nigga, you'll hear that and they be like, niggas get arrogant about it. Like, how the fuck you gonna say Nas pick dope beats? And they'll go to the dopest beats. They'll go to one mic and shit like that and go to different beats and, be like,
I'll go to whole Nas albums that are just
And-
what's the fuck beat is this?
but this-
Why would you this?
right.
nigga,
But the
this
thing is here comes the arrogance of the rapper.
right.
I like how that sound, and it puts me in a spot to rap like this, and I can rap like this, so I'm gonna get this shit off on them.
You're not supposed to rap.
That's
like
the
that.
difference between Nas and Hov.
You can be a chameleon at all times, but there's some shit that you just shouldn't touch. We shouldn't chameleon to everything.
Hand in glove theory.
Right.
Hey, bro, we know what Mike was. We know what Quincy was. Thriller different.
Yep. Thriller changed both of them.
Thriller matured Mike in a way that nothing ever could have. And then ingratiated Quincy Jones to nigga genres and just different. It just put him as a master class teacher. Like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that solidified it right there. Like, you know, when they be like, man, if Tom Brady get this Super Bowl, fuck it. I ain't even arguing that shit no more. That's what Thriller was.
Yeah. Nah, sure.
I'm tired of the debate, fam. I'm about to go work with that youngest Jackson dude, nigga. Watch out. I'll be back.
J. Cole is better than Kendrick Lamar.
Now, hold on, bro. You took the wind out of my sails. You just gave me chills, pause, because I've been look. Niggas have ridiculed me
I've
forever,
said that forever,
bro.
though, nigga. I've lost bets. Because niggas have bet who is gonna sell more out the gate.
And you can't do that. That ain't fair.
Yeah, I've lost bets because I'm like Kendrick's just not as dope, and I would be just foolishly being dumb because I'm nigga,
no. But what it is though, let's call it what it is. Like
than fucking Kendrick Lamar is, nigga.
J. Cole moves differently, and
right?
And it's not as industry as Kendrick has been moving. Now, J. Cole has the Hove stamp.
Right.
Yeah.
Platinum every time.
In
even
New York.
Selling records.
Right.
Nigga.
Without features on New York.
Features
all
on
the shit that he did organically. He got the Hove stamp, but then he went and proved, nigga, no, I'm him.
Yeah.
He proved to us in the fucking streets of the mixtapes
that he's that guy.
that I was him before Hove.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to link with Hove, get even better, be even more him, and then go be him again. I'm going to sign niggas. They going to be him and hers. I'm going to let them eat. You're actually going to hear music from them.
I got a festival, Dreamville Festival now, every year.
Bro, I'm doing my own thing. I'm playing ball. I got my own sneaker, nigga. I'm doing all type of shit that you niggas ain't doing. All right, we get it. Platinum. Now, here come Kendrick.
Every time.
This is one thing I always say, dog, and people, because nigga, my favorite West Coast rapper all time, nigga, is fucking Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Because I think he encompasses all things West Coast.
Right.
I think he's an organic West Coast rapper. You can't confuse him with any other region of these tribes.
Nah, because he had his own distinct ass sound.
And it's West Coast as fuck. He sounded like Southern California. If you ever met a nigga from SoCal that you liked that was cool, that had a little cool swag to him.
That's what he sounded like.
That's who he sounded like. And Nip stayed in that pocket and grew in that pocket. So now he's doing shit with real producing ass niggas, and he can get on songs with lyrical ass niggas, and he still stayed Nip nigga doing the same shit. So like, that's me. It's not a recency bias. When I first got on the Nip, I was like, yo, bro, this the one for me. I'm not a original West Coast baby, so I can say that.
Yeah,
I can,
I'm the same way.
nigga, right? All my favorite rappers and shit like that have traditionally been from my hometown. But I'm just saying, like, ain't no bias here. But when I hear Kendrick and I see what Kendrick's hype is, it's almost like Black Eminem-ish.
It very much so.
It's like it's that Dr. Dre loose affiliation.
Yeah.
It's the fact that well, you got Nip, who's for a required taste of culture.
Right.
It ain't for the pop crowd.
No, he ain't for
this
sell.
This is for culture.
He ain't here to sell all the records.
This is for culture, right? And then you got Kendrick over here. Now,
who's there to sell all the records?
Was that dude. Game brung the West back.
Right.
We got to give it to him.
Right.
But by this time, Game is an iconic celebrity.
And Game sounds like Game, though.
That
Game
does Game shit. Like,
right.
So Game is out of the loop. He ain't even competing for who holding the West down, right? So you really had Kendrick on, and then you had this bubbling cultural phenom coming out of motherfucking Crenshaw, right? So I'm not saying there was no other West Coast rappers eating and making money. I'm talking about the LA scene, and we're just talking about just like nationally looking into Cali, right? I know down there Reason, and I know those other niggas moving and shit, doing their thing, but we talking about this, and I feel like Kendrick holds that space alone. Dog, I don't care. I know Kendrick fans that Kendrick could be like, he could do that lippity split shit, nigga, that Kanye did,
and they would love
and
that.
And they're gonna dissect those bars, like, nigga.
God.
But did you see how he said lickety though?
Hey, cause the homegirl, Jessica Van, nigga, she loves this new song and can't wait for that album to come out. Says
Jessica
like,
Van is family. She's like a sister.
Yeah, she's the homegirl for sure.
I love you, Jessica.
But damn.
But not damn. This is your shit.
Oh, yeah,
this is for
right.
you.
This is for
Hey,
you. You're right.
Jessica, this ain't for me.
Same for me either.
See this? Let me explain that.
She's right.
Sonically, this is for Jessica.
Yep.
Right? This is Jessica, and then he's not speaking anything negative.
Right.
It's
right,
very
right,
aspiring.
Right.
It's very like, but
But
dog,
J.
I
Cole
told
does
you
the
what
same
happened.
shit.
I told you what happened. I said, dog, turn that shit off. I just caught myself daydreaming while I'm trying to preview a Kendrick record that we've been waiting to hear from this dude
for
like,
years.
You can't talk the shit you was talking. Put your nuts on the table
and you
like
put
that.
me to sleep.
And I'm like, bro, and I
pretty much put me to sleep, dog.
And
If
anybody
I'm
that knows me
daydreaming,
knows
you
that I
put me to
live
sleep.
and thrive in an intellectual space.
Right.
I'm not some nigga that you can outword and be like, oh, that's too wordy for me. That's why I reacted that way. Like, wait, I'm the one. I can't focus on this song.
It's not.
It's long-winded and it's all over the place. Now, I'll give people this. I'm going to go back and listen to the record with the visual. Because I guarantee you, if I go watch the video,
It's got surprise some over.
it's going to hit a little bit
video.
better than just listening. And then we train our ears. So what happens visually, sonically, I didn't listen to it and seen it. I know what he was trying to give us. And now I can listen to it in the car. You know what I'm saying? But, dog, just listening to it the way I tried to listen to it to preview for this show, I'd never done that with a Kendrick record. I was like, fam, I heard enough. Like, he ain't doing nothing crazy. I just got to see the direction,
And
fam.
it seems like every J. Cole verse song, everything I
And
hear
don't sell me
is
trauma.
crazy.
Remember I said that before about Kendrick?
That's his whole thing
That's
now
my
is selling
dog,
trauma,
I
bro.
don't want him to just.
But that's his whole thing now, bro. That's why it had the whole tribal, like, dashiki type feel to the beat, nigga. Tell me that's not what it felt like to you. Nigga, I'm dashiki, you know what I'm saying?
So when I say don't sell me trauma, there's a lane in our culture where it's almost like it's free of ridicule, right? And critique because the messaging.
Right.
Oh, he's talking about black people and the struggle, so the song has to be dope. And I'm like, nigga, go listen to Like Water for Chocolate. That boy Common Sense puts on a masterclass. Hey man, the first Black Star album puts on a masterclass. You could play that shit in nightclubs, nigga. And they were talking about black liberation. So it's We Gonna Be All Right is a fucking masterclass song.
Yep.
And speaking about the pain and struggle of our tribes without me hearing that and feeling like you could play that in a set, you know what I'm saying, of other shit. And it just make you feel good. Like, yeah, my nigga, we gonna be all right. And then you can go on about your business. But sometimes, dog, when I get from certain artists, when they just like, when they sing, because I'm just like, bro, I get it. That's your platform. That's your art. So you might feel safer and stronger and more comfortable speaking about these issues musically, sonically, and giving it to the world that way. I just sometimes like the guy that or the woman that they're when they go to that realm of the culture and to that messaging, I like when your lifestyle, personally, not your lifestyle, but when you're out of the booth, off the mic persona, matches that.
You're right.
Now, I don't know Kendrick. God bless him. I'm actually a Kendrick fan. I wish him well, and I can't wait to listen to the rest of the album, right? But if I'm just judging it off the first listen,
I really hope that ain't what
that
the
one
rest of
song,
this fucking album sounds
it just
like.
seems like he's going into a place that like that could be dope, and I feel like I'll like some songs, but a lot of people didn't think Damn was that powerful.
Right.
But I think the power in Damn is it's and stay with me on this one. It's Thelonious Monk meet Sam Cooke. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that I can take this eclectic, rhythmic being and not condense, but modify it and isolate it in a way that it can become almost elevator music.
Right.
To me, that's what Damn was. Damn is a song that he's talking about very powerful things. Damn is a record. He's talking about powerful things on it. I got 3 little black girls in my car driving them to school and shit to and from, and they rocking out to every song, like, and it's empowering.
Right.
It don't encourage them to shake the thighs or nothing like that. It's empowering, right?
Right.
So the album is extra dope. I can still listen to it. Kids hear it. Everybody listen to it. My mama can hear that shit. We can play it at the barbecue, nigga. The cookout.
Right.
There, I'll stay corrected. But that song right there,
not it.
Sounds like a one-off performing song, like our. It's just mad wordy, and I don't like the intro. You know what really threw me off?
Not it, bro.
The intro throws me off,
you
bro.
gotta catch me with the intro too.
The intro throws me off.
You can't just, dog. It's just not a good song sonically, bro.
The song I might come back on here and repent all that.
Dog, that's my 3rd time listening to it.
If the song, but I'm saying when you hear it with the rest of his body of work, like if we turn on that record and that's the very first song, and that's just really the intro to the album,
right?
And then the next song come on some kid, like, then I'll be like, oh, okay, I see what you was doing, like, but you probably shouldn't have released that one, as the single.
You probably just should have had that on the damn album.
Dog, it's a lot to me. When I look at certain players, right? Don't call Giannis one of the greatest of all time. I really would like to see him play on another team before I make that determination. They built this around you.
Right. Nah, that's real.
LeBron had to went and proved it. Nigga, like, okay, you went to Miami and won, but damn, you came back to Cleveland
you
and
got
won.
3 rings with 3 different
Then you went,
teams.
oh shit, you went to LA and won 1 too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so
you brought championships.
Some of this is you, my nigga.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
Seems like where you go, championships get won. You know,
y'all able to cook it up when
right
you get there. You know what I'm saying? You got some of the ingredients.
It seems like championships come.
So I just look at like with Kendrick, man, like.
Why would you leave TDE though? Why would you leave?
See, and the thing is, by all accounts, it was a perfect marriage. That all things come to an end. Everything is great. We're a family, and this was the next evolution. We already knew this was a thing. Now that could have been a thing where they've been, he's been wanting to do his own thing. And
so is this Kendrick's what we consider like the artist's experimental period? Because that sounds like some experimental shit. And if
this is what I'm trying to say.
If the album sounds very similar to that, that's exactly what we're into. We're into somebody's like midlife crisis era of their career, nigga.
So you're saying this is his Electric Circus album?
Yeah.
Which I liked Electric Circus, but a lot of niggas didn't, bro. Like, they respected it, but they was like, oh, I'm tripping.
Nah,
nigga.
I respect
I want like water for chocolate.
I respected it, but I didn't like Electric. The same.
Because I feel what you're saying.
The same moment. Just
I feel what you're saying. Yeah, no, I could. I feel what you're saying, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I might have made myself like Electric Circus. I remember I just would refuse to not listen to it. Nigga, I'd be in the car like.
And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you can.
Yeah.
You can make an album grow on you.
Because I'm like, nigga, what is he doing that I don't understand?
It works the other way. You can make an album that's actually good. You can make yourself hate it.
Right.
Just by being a hater of the shit.
Right, like, man.
You just wanted to love it so bad, you ended up loving the shit.
And that's the thing.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I can honestly say, I can speak for both of us here, which I don't like to do. But, nigga, we're not Kendrick stans to where it's like, oh, we know this shit gonna be dope.
Absolutely
This is gonna be hard. I was actually looking at Kendrick like, yo, Cole came out, nigga,
and because here's the thing, I'm done.
Did some shit.
Do you know what else makes him very Eminem-esque? And it's funny that you said that because I've always felt this way too.
You can't critique him.
His accent, that little voice, that little high pitch ass little voice he puts on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
But dog, you don't be thinking that he got that from whatchamacallit?
No, because Eminem ran his into.
No, I'm not talking about M.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I feel like he got it from M because of how close he is to that whole situation. You feel what I'm saying? And Eminem ran his into the fucking ground.
I think that I could see that, but I can't disagree with that. But when I hear the dog, he reminds me of Crooked.
Of who?
Crooked Eye, nigga. Go listen to early Crooked Eye, bro. It's a lot of what Kendrick does. The voice inflection, the like, you know what I mean? Like he has a lot of King Crooked.
I don't like that shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a very few people
that can pull that off
that can
and
snipe rap like that.
Yeah.
and not fuck with it, nigga. Like, but those are the people that know how to break it up. They
feel
don't
like,
always.
Personally, to me, I've never been a Kendrick stan. Ever.
I know that.
I've never been a real like Kendrick fan like that. Kendrick's got dope songs. Don't get it twisted.
He definitely got dope songs,
and he's got good albums. He's got good start to finish. But nigga, I'm more anticipated. I've way more always anticipated J. Cole albums than I have.
Dog, it's just something that J. Cole different, bro. Like
I'm not worried about because Kendrick Lamar's comes out this weekend or some shit. It's sometime soon.
Yeah,
no, I am not worried about this album. I'm gonna listen to it so me and him can talk about it on the show. But I'm not, nigga. I'm going into it hoping that there's a pleasant surprise in it. But I'm listening to that first song.
Definitely gonna be
I'm
something.
not
nigga.
looking for one.
Hopefully, that
but
nigga
what
got
if
like
it's
a whole
only
verse
got? What
or
if
something.
it's only got like one song on it?
Throw that shit in the trash, guy.
I fucking
Hey,
hate
Kendrick
that
ain't free of making some shit that I don't like. You know what I mean? But we're not gonna beat him up and shit. But at the same time, it's like, bro, if we was talking that shit, if we was talking, look, remember the Drake and shit was going out with Drake and Kanye. Then I know a lot of the shit was like, oh, nigga, you know, when Kendrick come, everybody better come before Kendrick come. When's Kendrick coming? And then it was like, oh, he got one last album before he leaves his deal. And then it was just like, oh, actually, no, he's doing his own thing. He's left TDE. So they must have negotiated that out. And now you're doing this project. I just feel like, bro, if that's what you got cats waiting and like, but then again, creatively, he might feel like, oh, this is the time, nigga, to go left.
But that doesn't always work for everybody.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to get to a point as a creator where economically you freed yourself of it having to work.
I get it, but that's fine.
Because if it's trash, he's still Kendrick. Like, nigga, I don't trip. I got something to tuck, nigga. I'll be back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But what but hold on.
Like M did.
What if he goes all
fans.
the way left and never has anything? We've seen this happen too.
Now, that'd be kind of crazy. But I'm scared to say what you're saying. That's what I was scared of about the remarriage. Him leaving TDE, I'm like, bro, they might have had a lot to do with sonically making these crisp, clean albums, nigga, that we've grown to like become accustomed to by him. And they might be the foundation for the street essence that we all know and love as related to him. Maybe Kendrick was always this hyper melodic, spiritual Heiberg of a Andre 3 Stacks or something like that, a West Coast version that we didn't really. He probably got to put pockets in it with TDE, but nigga, he probably want to go, nigga. He want the whole salad, nigga. That's what I'm doing.
That's okay. We have an Andre 3000. And he's great at what he does, and that's your Andre 3000 attempt. Please don't. I was Andre $3.
Yeah, I get.
That was Andre.
Okay, let's break it down. Let's break down the track.
That
Let's break
was
down the track.
Andre no stacks, nigga.
Let's break down the track. The track itself, I didn't like.
I didn't at all.
Like, and I know this.
I
that
wasn't
musically.
I don't like the beat. The beat did not. I didn't like the beat at all. It never dropped.
I have a musical.
I don't
ear,
like
bro.
beats that don't drop.
You're not gonna trick me, right? We was always gonna drop. Like, you're not gonna trick me into using like instrumentals in a microwave world,
like,
where a lot of people don't use instrumentals. So I'm like, oh shit, he got the band out. Like, I grew up. I'm a Roots fan, kid. Like, I'm not just getting impressed because there's live instrumentation. I've seen Nas, Hov. I've seen all these niggas do that shit. I got the Blueprint album. You know what I'm saying? Unplugged,
yeah.
nigga. Like, there's all type. We've seen this.
Right.
So if you gonna have them playing, it ain't enough for them to just be playing.
There's gotta be some real funky shit.
The shit gotta be funky, nigga.
Cause that shit sounded like the beginning of Shaft. If Shaft was if Shaft was played by D- instrument.
No, that's exactly what
fucking musicians.
It gave you 70s like exploitation film, nigga. In my opinion,
it was whatever Shaft's knockoff movie was at the time's intro.
And then he came off rapping like.
Some of them him in there. Like, it was the same. It's just yeah. Hella black power empowerment, cool.
We off of that.
All that, but nigga,
but
do it good to where niggas want to listen to what
break
the
it up
fuck
a little bit,
saying.
man.
God.
I need to hear. Now, you know one thing it did do? That listening to that has made me more anticipatory of his album.
That shit was
than it was
You
before.
know what's fucked up is, and it's a good thing we don't go against it, but that was a Gatorade bath of blackness in that song, nigga, for real.
Yeah.
And like you said, don't sell me trauma. He was selling trauma in that shit still. We're still going through shit.
I like the perspective
you know what
aspects
I'm
of
saying?
things.
Yeah.
Like, so when you say something like Good Kid, Mad City,
Mad City, yeah.
We all good kids, nigga, that strive to like become adults in a mad city. We all can relate to that.
Right.
We can relate to the black aspect of it.
Right.
And white kids can relate to just being American
Mm-hmm.
and being human in society for it, right? Hispanics can relate to. So it's like, I ain't saying that you gotta do something for everybody. Shit, if you wanna do something just for your peoples, nigga, that's what it is. I stand on that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that like that type of like, what's the framing of the idea?
Mm-hmm.
And now, truth, we're being those people that are holding him, like to who we think he is, right, based on what we perceived. Because I perceived you as a West Coast J. Cole-esque, like a West Coast Nas, like a nigga that can get on the funky things, like. But what I'm saying is the reason why
he loses that. He loses that all the time with me.
It ain't rapping. It ain't sonically picking the wrong beat. To me, it's lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
And that sounds arrogant and crazy to say. I like Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is when you start talking about
all these black.
J. Cole will say some shit that'll have you thinking, bro. And not just thinking because it was cleverly put together. Have you thinking about the actions that you took in your life at a particular time. That Tupac type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And Cole don't have. I'm not Cole. Kendrick does
I don't
not
really
have
get that from Kendrick.
I don't.
Lot. And I always chucked it up to like, oh, I'm not an LA kid. Maybe that's just like he's just uber LA. Maybe that's just something.
Struggle is struggle across the board.
But I'm like, but then I felt,
and it should resonate across the board.
I'm like, nigga,
I could feel everything what Nipsey was
nigga,
saying. That's an LA
Nipsey
nigga
record and feel like I'm from Rolling 60.
Right.
Nigga, like, I'm like, nigga,
you
I
listen
feel
to
that.
a Game record the same way.
Same thing.
So you can't give him that bail like, oh, we're not from no, nigga. It's just you just ain't it. Niggas done put you on too much of a pedestal, and there's too many fucking stands for Kendrick.
Yeah, bros, because I'm like, man.
Whole bunch of Fendricks.
When that album comes out, I'm definitely going to play it through. And then I'm going to play J. Cole's last album through. And then I'm going to play that through. And then I'm going to play J. Cole's last album through. And I'm going to finally just get this out of there once and for all, bro. Like, y'all better stop playing with Jermaine's name.
I'm going to put some M's on your head. Now you Luigi brother now?
Now you
Come
Luigi brother. Come
on, bro. Like, his gangster lines are just so cold, nigga.
Bro.
Like, are you serious, nigga? Like, he ain't even no hood-ass nigga like that, but basically told you, nigga, I had you touched. I got that type of money, nigga. Like, it's just...
J. Cole different, man.
Much different. The whole of
you hear the
this
little, like, that
generation,
London
nigga.
shit that he did?
Yeah, when he was rapping in a British accent the whole time. The nigga's he's that guy, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's Hove right now.
Different, bro.
It's Hove right now, nigga.
He's different, bro. And I think Cats, I don't know how he feel about it. He might not be worried about y'all right now. But when he decide that y'all not paying homage enough, and he want to remind y'all that he different.
Yeah, it's not going to be nice. You thought that Kendrick controlled
J. Cole doesn't need
verse
marketing.
Yeah, not right. Right.
J. Cole
Platinum every time.
can drop a record right now that's going to go number one without any dollars from marketing. Seen this nigga ride his bike to SOBs, nigga, and had half the city behind him. Off a tweet. Think I'm going to ride my bike over to SOBs.
Right.
Hey, I seen him at Black Lives Matter. Nigga, I don't like calling it Black Lives Matter because that's not what it was. I seen him at protests.
Nigga.
At FBA rallies and protests.
Right. Man.
Without jewelry on and security and all that shit all around
and
him.
where do we see Kendrick?
I don't know. He might have done some shit, but I ain't see it.
I be real.
I ain't see it. And then that's when I get into my
Niggas
what I used to always
don't see
argue with
Kendrick.
niggas about Hov and Nas. I'd be like, bro, truth is, Jay is more the man that y'all think Nas is than the other way around.
Right.
And a lot of niggas used to have problems with that. Because on their first surface look, they thought Jay was just a dope dealer rapper. And Nas is Nas. So they was over listening to 20, 30 years of jewels this nigga Hov been dropping.
Right.
And consistency.
Right.
Which means this nigga's practicing what he preached because he keep going up, nigga, and he look younger than everybody. He healthy.
Yeah. Getting everything he preaches to you about wealth, he obviously does himself. He gets richer and richer every time we talk about this nigga.
It's him and his wife that's paying for the Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown funerals. It's him and his wife, nigga, that's paying for hundreds of people. Before he got married, nigga, you know, he paying for protesters and shit and their legal fees. But before he got married, nigga, he paid for Sean Bell's kids, niggas, school tuition, nigga, from private school all the way through college, and bought the house that they was paying for.
Right.
So, I'm not saying Nas has to do those type of things. I'm not saying Nas ain't never did no shit like that. Nas don't have the charitable reputation in the streets that Hov do.
And he don't have the resource.
Nigga, who do we just come on here and see, nigga, that's having to sue a label, nigga, to get paid for a fucking Nas album that came out nearly 30 years ago?
Right.
And he's a legend. You know damn well Hov, nigga, Irv Gotti is never going to pop up like, yeah, I never really got paid for Reasonable Doubt.
Nah, he been paid for that.
In tenfold,
yeah,
nigga.
It's just been paid. And
made all you
getting
niggas
paid.
rich. When nigga said, he's like, man, the difference between this nigga Jay is like, he make everybody rich, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
Like everybody that fucks with him in a business
got
capacity
millions of dollars, nigga.
gets a million. You might not like how it ended. You might like whatever,
but what
bro.
you can't say is that you ain't better.
No,
you ain't
ain't
more
no
up than
shorts
when you
given.
came
Yeah,
in
like
this
nigga,
motherfucker. You can't say you ain't worse off than what you came in this motherfucker with Hov, nigga. Regardless of how you walked away from the shit.
I think I'm gonna just pay your taxes. Like Hov don't pay taxes.
Right.
Like he ain't getting taken. Like they ain't whooping his ass over the head, nigga, in taxes.
And if they're not, then good, because that means he's using these fucking loopholes these 1%ers do, and I'm happy.
Yeah, man.
Don't pay no fucking taxes, Hov. I hope you don't, nigga.
Oh, actually, that's facts.
I hope you don't pay a fucking dime in taxes, my nigga. I applaud that if you don't, nigga. Shit.
Yeah.
That's a black man. Don't pay no. Please. Get all them white fucking privileges, nigga.
Yeah, rich people there,
I
man.
hope you
Motherfuckers
get
be.
these motherfuckers, bro. Like, shit.
I think that I think your boy Juicy J.
I forgot even about that one.
I think your boy Juicy J, bro, is tripping. And the reason why is because, dog, sometimes you got to take the messaging. Like, a man that's married, a man that's worth tens of millions of dollars, right, should never give dating advice
To other men.
to men that don't check those boxes.
This nigga is trying to tell people that it's okay to pay women's bills.
No, he's not saying that. He's saying that, nigga, we're tripping. A man is tripping.
Yeah, if we don't
If you're
pay
not
women's
paying a woman's bills. Not a bill, not helping her support herself and her family, maybe if she has kids.
her.
Like, not investing in her dream future or goals, like, pay her bills.
And see, this is the fucking problem of the day and age we live in now. This is the issues. This is niggas like this who condone these type of fucking activities, bro. Why the fuck am I gonna go work my fucking ass off no matter what my fucking profession is? Say I become when I become rich and famous at music and all that shit that I plan to, I'll be fucking damned if I'm paying somebody's fucking bills because I got the means to.
Every random female.
Okay,
let's take it here then. Because he didn't say your woman's bills, your lady's bills, your wife's bills. He's
said
like, y'all need to pay these women's bills, nigga. Like,
fuck out.
so this is the thing. So you paying random women that you start dating, paying their bills, right? Every dollar you spend on her is a dollar taken from your next generation.
Yeah. Or from the kids you have, if you have kids right now.
I don't care if they don't want for nothing.
That's still money that they don't have.
Every 30, 40K you spend on her, nigga, just look at those kids and know, like, damn, Could have gave my
What
son
kind of
30K.
what kind of fucking narrative is that,
Could have gave my son 30K.
my nigga?
The narrative is that when you young chicks see me, nigga, I'm spending.
I'm a whole trick.
And he just used the whole nigga playbook, nigga, got us talking about it, but it's like, nigga, really?
That's that. Just if you ain't, it ain't tricking. It's
Hov.
tricking. Like
My
what
nigga
the
Hov
fuck
got to
is
get in
it?
line too.
Who?
Hov. He's the one that gave us that old, it ain't tricking if you got it.
Yeah.
Like, nigga.
I'm not.
And then that shit took wings, nigga. Like,
It's tricking.
y'all leave y'all rich niggas shit over there,
Tricking
man.
is tricking, nigga. No matter the dollar amount, no matter what our bank accounts look like. If I could be broke spending my check on somebody, that's a trick. Same as you billionaire spending your fucking money on somebody.
Now,
Tricking is tricking. I
Given-
don't condone that shit.
nigga, building financially and helping financially, nigga, with
That's
a woman that
different.
you're interested in.
Juicy J's married. He's supposed to help with the bills.
I'm just saying, nigga,
And,
I'm making.
and if she's
I'm
not
making,
working,
I'm
you
making
take
good
care
money.
of her. That's different.
lady's
You're
doing her
married,
thing,
nigga. Like,
And I decide I want to just come, nigga, and pop up, nigga. I went by the power company and paid this shit down for like 6 months. Or, I was by the dealership, man. I just went and shot a couple payments over there for you, so you ain't got to worry about it.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's different.
That's not tricking.
But if you fucking meet a chick at the bar,
if your girl
and you're like,
needs
"Hey, I'm about
help
to take
with
you
money,
shopping tomorrow,"
that's not
and then-
tricking.
And you meet a girl at the bar, and you're like, "Hey, how much your rent?"
It's tricking.
Here you go. How much? Your
No,
power
that's
bill?
not what he's talking about. He's talking about, hey, man, what's up, man? So this is what it is. You gonna kick it with me? I like you.
Yeah.
You like me. You gonna
I'm
come back to
taking
my
care of
crib.
everything for
And then
you.
by the next morning, nigga, my people is buying you an apartment and getting you, nigga, this little car. And now, and it's all prostitution, bro, because
Pretty
it's coming
much
from her having sex
with you, right? That shit's out. I'm cool, bro. That shit.
Now, you've probably made that bed and you laying in it.
Right. This shit is the
Don't be spreading that shit to the
it's
youth,
the,
man.
The fucking poison that's just being spread by some of these motherfucking people, bro, is outrageous. That's pure 100% unadulterated, full and balanced, complete poison. You just spreading that shit, nigga.
And normally, excuse me, shit on me Arnie today. Normally, you're a legend.
But that shit, you could have kept. You really needed to keep that one to yourself.
That was
nigga.
not legendary, fam. And although we are grateful for all that you shared with us,
That was a square moment, right
Over
there,
the
nigga.
years.
That was a very what
stop. You gotta stop talking bad about squares.
nigga bands are making.
Hold on, stop.
I said, don't
You gotta stop
disrespect
talking about squares
like
because
that.
I'm gonna tell y'all niggas, squares go the hardest.
Yeah. But
Hey,
yeah,
no,
hold on, but,
Donald
hey,
Trump has a contract and prenup set up
No,
payment
that's real.
with
That
all of his
nigga's,
wives before they even get
Yeah.
married. Like, I'm about to marry this one, probably have about 2-3 kids with her. Go ahead and get the paperwork set up.
Right.
I got to divorce her in how many years so she don't get my money?
Okay.
7? Oh, I have a nice fun 7 years with her.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's covering your ass. That's insurance.
Bro, you hear the rapper, the athlete, the actor getting taken half their fucking fortune from these
But not
bozo ass
them
females.
square ass.
Nigga, you ain't heard nobody that created Microsoft, nigga, do none of that shit.
Nah, yeah, that's real. That's funny as fuck. You said that. Nah,
You ain't hear
that's real.
nobody from Google. No, you don't be hearing the tech guys
Getting half they shit too.
getting. Have you ever been out here in Vegas to the bar on a Saturday night and chopped it up with some of the tech guys?
Yeah, them niggas got it.
How hard they go on females?
Yeah.
Everything's a purchase to them.
Yep. It really is.
Talking
nigga. They
They ain't in there being nice and
They buy and sell these
conversive.
bitches. Like,
That's how they treating it.
it's a stock.
But you're stock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like you. You like. Well, you might not like me,
You're
but you like
stock.
this illusion of this car. You like the fact that I'm buying you and all your friends dinner and all this shit. I'm taking y'all out. Oh yeah, I'll get you concert tickets. I'm whining and
Might
dining.
take you shopping
You
tomorrow.
and your friends, but you're going to have sex with me.
That's the end result of all. That's prostitution.
And if you can do it enough to where you're cool with your position and I'm cool with my position, that's a lot of that shit is called the 1%, nigga.
Right. That's sugar baby, sugar daddy shit right there.
That's nigga, it's affluent family. Why does that matter, nigga, when it comes to who you love and want to reproduce with? If
Right.
economics ain't a part of the equation.
Nah, absolutely. That's absolutely real. Nah,
Nigga, that she can come from the poorest fucking family ever. Oprah's
Right.
family was poor, dirt poor.
Right.
You gonna tell somebody when Oprah was a sophomore in college that she was dating that? Oh no, get rid of her. She's bad for. She's not. She comes from a bad background, bad family. And that's a culture I don't have to aspire to.
Right.
I don't have to be influenced by it.
Or we're gonna
Never
worry
to be
about it.
manipulated by it.
Right.
Fuck out of
That's
here,
just fucking funny. Yeah, tricking is tricking. Men out, don't start being tricks.
bro. So not one Kardashian likes a dude that got a regular job? You telling me out of all them daughters, not one of them little heifers was at the car wash and was like, oh, yeah, nice guy, he's cute. And then found out he owns that and several other car washes.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, we should go on a date.
Right.
Because, bitch, it's not like you're really a star. Like, you're not really famous
No,
because
you're not. Not
you've
at all.
done
You
something.
didn't
Like,
do shit.
You're known. You popular as fuck.
You on TV.
Most people that see you, nigga, don't need a picture or an autograph. They might take a picture to show other people. Oh, Kardashian.
Yeah.
Her ass is really big, or she ain't that cute in real life. Like, they'll
Right.
do that. But Michael Jackson couldn't walk the streets.
Not at all.
I don't think Beyonce could just go to Walmart, fam. They gonna maul her. Like, they not even trying to.
Rihanna.
She can get killed. Like, Rihanna can't just be walking around in certain spots like that.
Right.
There's certain stars, dog. Eminem can't just pull
No,
up.
Eminem can't do that.
Nigga ain't
either.
go nowhere.
Bron can't.
LeBron can't go nowhere without buying this shit out first. Nigga, remember when it went viral when Kimber Walker and all them niggas was tripping in the bubble because they seen LeBron walk by and was like, yo, he's just like right there, yo. These are NBA stars, nigga. Kimber, you been a franchise player for damn near 10 years, nigga.
Yeah.
All y'all got $100 million.
Played with this against this nigga, you know.
But they still recognize the differences. Like, he says it on the video. He's like, fam, you gotta understand, yo, like, this is probably like the first time in fucking years. Dog, you hear the nigga in the background? So he walking by himself.
Yeah.
Dog,
There you're right.
They're in a hotel.
Contained environment.
No, they're in Disney World.
Yeah.
That's closed to the public. It's just the niggas in the league, the teammates, and very few people.
And shit.
Why wouldn't he walk by himself?
Right.
But even they recognize that. You know how long it's been since LeBron's been able to just go get the ice, nigga? He probably, I go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, he don't get to do none of this shit.
No, I'm gonna go get the food, fam.
He loves doing this shit. Like,
what you mean?
Walk around.
That's why he said, he was like, yo, it's like, he said, when I was complaining about certain shit, they all looked at me and laughed like, oh yeah, bro, you didn't go to college.
Yeah, you didn't deal with
So they all got
shit.
in their college bag,
Yeah.
like, nigga, we playing poker, nigga, we doing this.
Right.
They made the hotel the dorms, nigga.
Yeah, you didn't experience none of this.
He ain't experienced none of that.
This is a business
Niggas
right
like,
out
nigga,
the
my
gate
rookie
for
year
you.
was in the league on
Right.
jets, nigga, and groupies. Like, nigga, I gotta sit with y'all, nigga, all day.
Son, we used to this life.
Nigga, not used to that.
I've been a jet setter since high school. Nigga.
Fam, since high school, nigga, I was kicking it with the big dogs, celebrities and shit. Like, definitely ain't been confined to a little ass room. And then you got to factor in how tall these niggas is. Bro, can you imagine a 6'9" nigga, 6'10"?
That little ass. I couldn't imagine.
No, they
you
brought
on
in
that
special
little-
beds.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, though, standing up, nigga, there ain't no room that I feel small standing up in.
Yeah.
These niggas come in here and be niggas like.
Could you imagine being
like,
Taco Fall, nigga?
Dog, I don't want. Did he have to stay in a bubble? He did for at least a little while. I don't know if
I'm
it was
talking about
long.
in college though. He played college.
Oh no,
ball.
I know, bro. Shout out to my boy KP. I remember one time, dog. I had to come get. I went and got my nigga
7'6",
KP.
nigga. Even Shaq, nigga.
Bro, I went and came and got my nigga KP from. He was staying at the University Inn, bro.
Mm.
And it's the reason why they had the nigga there because you know the shit's big. Like the.
It's bigger.
It's a bigger room. It's
Right,
like,
right.
It's like the big hotel type stuff.
Right,
with
yeah.
The bed. But dog, when I seen this nigga had the beds much together, nigga, and was laying across them shits still dangling, I just felt bad for that nigga. I was just like, damn, bro. And I remember we used to joke around, be like, bro, you better go to the league or something, nigga. Like,
they don't make shit for you. You got to get everything custom made, shoes and all that shit.
You ain't never seen a 6'10" insurance salesman or car salesman or fucking anything.
It just don't. It don't fit.
You better find your ass, nigga. You better go put on some pads and block a field goal, nigga. You better go do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they do. Like, think about it. You would think you would see a whole bunch of 6'8" niggas just washing windows or something, doing tall nigga shit. Nah. It'd be a nigga between our height nigga on a cart thing with the harness nigga out there doing that shit. Because a 6'10" nigga is too big for all that shit. You got to get special harness, special equipment, nigga.
Right.
Height makes weight, nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous, bro. And that's what, it's like an illusion going on. That's how I know it's two different worlds. Because you see Charles and them niggas look normal as fuck on TV. See how big that table is, nigga.
But really stand them next to Ernie and Kenny.
Right. And this the fucked up thing about Ernie and Kenny. If they leave that place, they tall.
Yeah, they're like
Kenny's like 6'4", nigga.
Ernie's probably like a good 6 foot.
dog, at least 61, 60, something like that. So when you take, dog, that's the thing. Like, I'm not even just talking, like, okay, just imagine all these, when you see them niggas coming in from the tunnel, right? They walking in from the tunnel and shit.
Right.
They be dressed normal and shit. Like just know, nigga, some of that shit is specially made.
Yeah, them suits is all
Bro,
tailor
I've been
made.
in the store trying to get some all Coke white forces for a nigga that wears size 19, 20, or 18.
You gotta order that shit.
Bro, they might have them. They don't even put them on display because the display shit ain't big enough. And if they put them out on the tables and shit, niggas are gonna play with them. They get dirty and damaged. Niggas walking around the store, look how big this shoe is, fam. Like,
Niggas gonna put their
they
foot
keep them in the back. So you gotta go let them know. They'll see you and be like, I remember, what's the store, nigga? It wasn't Foot Locker or Chance, but it used to be in the old mall, nigga.
Ross? Not Ross.
No, it's in the mall when you walk by Victoria's Secrets. Copeland's? Is that what it's called?
Copeland's.
Remember that shit?
Yep, I remember.
Every once
Copeland's.
in a while now, nigga, you can
They
go in
have a whole
Copeland's.
size 22 in
But
that
every once in a while, you can
motherfucker,
go
bro.
into Copeland's and find some little, like, tuckaways. You feel me? You a sneakerhead.
Hey, I feel like niggas who stole shit is the one who put Copeland's out of business.
They used to steal shit from Copeland's for sure.
Because the shoes was in the boxes right there, so you put the old
Yeah,
shoes
they was
in
foul,
there,
bro.
nigga.
I remember that shit.
I
Niggas
did
used to do that shit.
Hey, you know, man.
Shout out Copeland's, man.
I definitely stole at least $10,000 in shoes from Copeland's, nigga.
Damn. You was getting their ass.
Oh, like every weekend, bro. I'd be like, I don't want to wear these no more. Let me go. New pair next week.
Bro, all I know is that nigga, we used to go in there, right? So my nigga, it's 4th of July. I never
Nigga, you
forget this
came
shit.
with me one time. We went to you would come down to Worcester. It was me, you, Jew, and we went to Meadowwood, nigga. And I was stealing some shit when we was nigga. I stole some shit from J.C. Penney's when we was
Hey,
there,
that shit's
nigga.
funny. You know what's funny? I'm always the guy. I can't steal shit like that. Nigga, I ain't got it. So, like, I'm always the guy. Nigga be walking out the store and niggas just be on, nigga, like, yeah, nigga, I got these. And it be shit that was like, nigga. And I remember one time the homie was like, nigga, I seen you look at those. Why you ain't grab? I thought you grabbed. You want too. I was like, nah, nigga.
I don't steal, nigga. I was just looking. I'm window
Bro, I'm not
shopping.
even about to sound like moral. Like it's
I
like
window
I'm
shop.
against it,
Yeah,
nigga.
I'm window
Fuck
shopping,
these corporations, nigga. Like kids don't steal, but
I'm
nigga,
just
I
not
took some
good.
shit.
Some niggas just ain't
I
good
done
at
took some
stealing.
shit before,
Right.
But I'm just like, nigga, that shit just. I never was really that good at that. But nigga, the Copeland story is funny just because they would see that nigga Pink, and they would see other cats like niggas on the team and shit up there. They would see them niggas and just they'll see them like, oh, okay. And that mid-sell, mid-talking to, nigga, they only going to grab at most seven boxes. They'll come with them shits like, here you go, and they'll just put them on the bench. And that's what you got to choose from. Bro, every time you open it, nigga.
Heartbreak.
It'll be some, like, lime green and, hey, bro, and orange Pro Models, nigga. You're like, nigga, so now you like, nigga, what was that? It was like, oh, that was when the hurricane – that was when the Miami Hurricanes, nigga, had did the little like lime green jerseys, I guess, nigga. Like, it'd be like the Tennessee Vols colors, nigga. it'd be some like Arab dog.
Some green and white Converse weapons, nigga.
Dog. It'd be or nigga, it'd be some like
Monarchs.
Nah, nigga, look. It'd be some purple suede shell toes. But not all the way through, so they dope, nigga. Like the shell toe part, nigga, white with white stripes, nigga. Now you just gotta rock those. You gotta go flip those and figure out a way to, You know what I'm saying, dog? I used to, and my nigga got style, like nigga. It wasn't like my nigga was like we coming out, nigga. We putting it on. You know, when we go out, we was putting it on, son. So like, I would just. Me and the homie, me and Grease, bro, we would look at this nigga and be like, damn, bro. Like, he would just be like, man, I'm not even going. I'm like, bro, nah, you gotta go, nigga. Like, they was like, all right, let's go try one other story. We were like, let's go try for like, man, them niggas ain't got shit. They never got shit. And I remember one year, that nigga caught some cops. He got the cops some shit. And I think it was like some Air Maxes. It was something clean. I remember he was like, man, I only got one size. And he kind of just put the box down and walked off. Nigga, we over there like, nigga. Cause you got some non-Tims that you can get, some lugs or some shit. Nigga, it'd be some of the randomest shit. Cause what they're trying
it'd be the next best thing of everything,
of
nigga.
everything. Nigga, the third best thing, bruh. Cause you gotta understand, they come in. I got a red and white polo.
It ain't gonna be Air Force Ones, but they'll find you some Air Force Twos.
Yeah, it'll be the Air Force Twos, but it'll be like the Air Force Twos, nigga.
Or the Nike Vandals with the
Hold
strap.
on. It'll be Air Force Twos for a nigga that played for the Seattle Seahawks.
The lime green and the
Navy blue with the gray, nigga. And then you'll be like, bro, but I told you I'm wearing a red and white
Oregon
polo.
Ducks.
Right, nigga, like, it would suck for that nigga, dog. It would suck. But that nigga
Hey, I bet he saw so many pro models in his time because nigga, the pro models was everywhere, every size.
dog, they loved a 19 fucking foot, 19 inch. Nigga, bro, that shit, son, like,
Pro models was so ugly,
I felt
nigga.
bad for that nigga. Hey, you know what's funny, though?
The pro models
They
was so
only ugly if you gotta wear them with an outfit, nigga. They're not ugly if you put them on with sweats or some shorts.
Cool.
They was nigga. They hoop shoes, and what it is, them pro models is so comfortable, dog. That I think that's really what it is. Like any nigga that had a team that was sponsored by Adidas that wore those, bro, you didn't want to hoop in no other shoe.
Or you know the other Nikes he probably
That's
saw
where the
found
crazy
in
eights come from.
19s is the ones that Steve Nash used to wear with that big ass strap on.
Bro. Or you know what else would it
Or
be?
and ones.
Hey, no,
And
no, they wouldn't have no and ones. You know what else would it
Do
be?
you know they brought those back and they like $150 again?
Yeah,
Never in my life.
You know you can also go to Walmart and buy some too, right? You know where the where they really got that shit back from though? No, dog. This is where they really will fuck niggas, and I'm off it after this, cause you just made me think of something. When it would be a real dope sneaker that everybody would want, it wouldn't be like a Jordan that nigga that you was wearing those with gear, right? It would be like the dope on court hoop sneaker. It'd be like some shit with like nigga with the straps all around it, but they like everybody like them for hoop. You feel me? Yeah. They're not it'll be the one hoop shoe that's dope as hell, that's like out there, that's nice. It's like you know what? Like it'll be the Shocks
or a hyper.
It'll be like the Vinces, nigga,
or
like
a
some
hyper
shorts
dunk.
like that. Yeah, but
I
like
feel
the
like
high
you could
tops,
wear, yeah, the high top,
yeah,
hyper
like
dunks. You cannot
yeah,
wear
it'd be
those
like
with a
that.
fit, bro.
It'll be those type of shoes that you really can't wear like that.
On the court,
honestly, bro, LeBron has a couple that you could wear, but a lot of LeBron shoes, because how big he is, they're made strictly for basketball performance, nigga. They're not really made. He has other shoes that he'll release after that'll be like some low
lifestyle
tops
shoes and
lifestyle sneakers and shit. But those, the LeBrons, the series that be on the court,
they're made to hoop.
It'd be like seeing a nigga with a polo shirt and some jeans and like those. It'd be like, nigga, your shit look just bulky.
Do you know who could get off any basketball shoe? It don't matter the player bulkiness or anything. A female.
Yeah, because it's still small and cute on them and shit.
They could wear every single player
bro, because when they
shoe.
be wearing like high top, nigga, yeah, you right. Because females look dope in bronze.
Oh, yeah.
Females look good in bronze, nigga. Because they don't look bulky on their feet.
Yeah, every time. Nigga, put us in some skinny jeans and some bronze.
I got to go, nigga, post a nigga up. Nigga, feel like you about to dunk on a nigga or something.
Hey, you know how I feel bad niggas with big feet if they like Chucks?
Can't wear them.
Nope.
But don't let my nigga pink touch. Nigga, the same nigga I'm talking about? Oh, nigga has every color. He LA boy.
Ew.
Nigga, but the funny thing is, he's so tall. He's tall enough to where it worked. I promise you. At 6'10", 6'11", you can pull it off.
That's a lot of shit.
You know where you can't pull it off?
Where?
When you 6'6", 6'5".
You got that size 12 foot?
No, when you 12 and up.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you just start looking, you get a little bulky, bro. Like you get a little Ronald McDonald-ish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Cause don't get me wrong, if you sitting next to Pink and all them niggas, my nigga Jair was 7'1".
Nigga foot
you look
sticking
at
all the
that
way
nigga's
out.
Chucks. That nigga got the nerves to be nigga sea walking nigga in the club, nigga. I was like, nigga,
You got to trip the fuck out of somebody.
bro, if you don't get your big ass foot away from my ankle, nigga. He's like, bro, why you always hating when a nigga dance?
You got to roll my shit.
He's always telling me why you hating when a nigga dance? I'm like, bro, cause you too big, nigga. You too big to be rhythmatic in here, nigga. Just in here heel toeing and shit, nigga. All on beat, nigga. Get your big ass out of here.
Toe your shit, nigga. Bow.
Fuck around, step on some young girl's foot in the hill, nigga, and ruin her life. You know what I'm saying? Cause you want to be dancing, nigga. Get your big ass out of here. Yeah, nigga, you too tall, nigga. They ain't make dancing for you. And my nigga Chrome pointed this out to me too. I was dying. Chrome had me weak, but Chrome was like, Akeem, man, what's up with you basketball nigga? He's like, why is a nigga over 6'6" always want to do some shit like this, want to be dancing and shit? I started
elbow the shit out of
nigga. He's like, nigga, he had me dying. He was like, nigga, 6'8" nigga always think he Chris Brown, nigga. Like, I started dying, bro. It's like, man, you right, nigga. You right. Niggas be in there trying to dance, bro.
You tall niggas always want to dance.
That shit is funny,
tall
man.
niggas with their elbows up is dangerous.
But that shit is funny. Like Snoop, nigga. Yeah. What you doing, nigga? Oh, niggas be tall and just in the way. That shit funny, man. Because they ain't like that for fat dudes. Fat dude can dance all night, nigga. Everybody having a good time.
That tall nigga, though.
Yeah. That shit's funny, man. But shit, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I really ain't have nothing else. 50-50 Entertainment. Shout out to y'all. Think y'all was bugging a little bit on that list. On that list. But that's what they make them for. Shout out to 50-50 Entertainment. Check the list out. We might do one of our own one day.
And that's been another episode of the
Always Talking Shit show.
We out this motherfucker.
New Always Talking Shit show.